Ready?
Let's do it.
You are now listening to I Want My Podcast Studios production. And I know you want your damn podcast. Here you go.
How's the store going, Nicole?
None of your business.
I want my sex tonight.
More Fiji.
You're a user, Mohamed.
I did the video, no for you.
Bitch ass, slut ass whore.
You don't like it? Why are you wasting money going to Grenada?
Who is the queen? Good night.
And welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of I Want My Podcast. This is 90 Day Fiancé edition. This is it, the Premier League of reality shows, if you will. This is it, and we are here, obviously. I'm one of your lovely hosts, and I'll be hosting today, Miguel Perez.
And I am EJ Edmonds. I'm the other one.
Yeah.
And I am Riri Forster, the other one. And I'm all fired up.
You should be fired up. This even my dogs are fired up right now.
Look, I'm trying not to be. I'm so irritated. If I'm a little bit militant on this episode, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. This shit did a number on me today.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna. You know what? You know how we said I haven't gotten any bad reviews yet. I'm probably gonna get some hate mail on this one because I'm gonna say some shit that's probably gonna piss some people off. But I'm mad.
Yo, as much as I like doing this shit, I had a moment with myself while I was watching. It's like, why the fuck am I watching this? Like, this is so fucking uncomfortable.
I know. Oh, I was like,
yeah.
It was all the garbage of humanity in one episode. Just everything that you hate about everybody, just in one nice package.
There would have been like at least 4 losers of the episode today. At least 4.
At least.
At least 4.
I would have started throwing in, like, I would have thrown in people in the background. I was so mad. It's like, that guy at the fucking mini golf, he gets into.
The asshole at the restaurant eating cheesecake. Him too.
Yeah. You too. You're in.
The cameraman. That's the main guy.
Whoever edited this episode, you're in. You're a loser. Hate you. So angry.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, seriously.
This episode definitely got people fired up, and especially us. And I cannot wait to talk about this. I just want to get into it.
Let's do it.
But before that, I just want to give a quick shout out to our brand new Patreon members. So let's get that horn ready. And I'm going to give a quick shout out to Rachel and Priscilla. Thank you so much for joining us.
Rachel and Priscilla. Kisses for your damn foreheads.
Ooh. Yes, they want us to
Did you hear my slow jams and my quiet storm voice?
That was like a smooth DJ.
Yeah, that was Love After Dark.
To the quiet storm.
I love it.
Where you play saxophone music and shit.
Yeah. You'll never find another podcast like this. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, I got carried away. I'll stop.
Yeah, no, that's not sexy, Miguel.
No, not at all. I was hoping EJ would jump in and just kind of like tag me out of it, but he just watched me. He just watched me fall.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you sit in that shit.
Break my head on that one.
You sit in that shit.
Damn it. But so shout out to them. Thank you so much. Obviously, they want us to take over the House of 11, which we will do it once we reach our goal. And we'll buy it and we'll start our own lines with all the exotic products and everything.
We coming.
Of course, we're coming. And we're going to start our own brand of Gucci pants.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be called Uchi pants. We're going to have Uchi pants. Everybody's going to want some Uchi pants, right?
They're going to be Fuchi pants. But either way, thank you so much for joining us, and let's get going with this, dude. Because my God, this very first person everybody was fired up about.
They gave us full pump from the jump. Like this was full just pump. Full pump from the jump.
Hey, that's a T-shirt.
Full pump from the jump.
Hey. I missed you last week, Riri. Have I told you that?
I missed you guys. I'm so sorry I couldn't make it.
Nothing against you, Miguel. Like, I love you to death too.
It sounded like something.
I know I love you to death too, but
yeah,
you get some more energy in here with Riri. That's also special.
Just get that dirty sex energy.
It's like a full circle, right?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's like a full pump.
Yeah, I'm here to give you guys a UTI. That's what I'm doing.
Like Jordan and Pippen needed Dennis Rodman too. Like, you see what I'm saying? Not calling you Dennis Rodman, Riri. I mean,
listen, I've been called worse. That's fine. I'll take it.
But dead ass, I miss you, homie. Glad you're back.
All right. Well, I'm glad to be back. Let's fucking get this done,
Let go.
guys. I'm so angry. Let's do it.
Yes, let's start with Shaeeda and Bilal, which I think it's starting to become one of the most hated names in the 90 Day Fiancé universe. Shaeeda, first of all, she's just wondering, hey, is this dude really going to put a baby in me? Or like, what are we doing here? And of course, he hasn't given her a straight answer. Everything is always like, yeah, well, maybe it's sunny outside. I don't know. It's up to Allah. I don't know.
Hey, he didn't give her an answer, but he gave her a fucking latte, though. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you get. I ain't giving you no answers.
So she does mention that he is super uptight. He's not the same person that she met back in Trini, and it's basically because he was vacation Bilal. Mm-hmm. You know, he's flashing money. Check out my watch. Everybody who wants line up, you get $1. You get $1. I'm just like a fucking happy-go-lucky guy. But now he's back at home, so obviously now he's strict Bilal. You know. Mm-hmm. So so today is gonna be a very special day, at least for him. That's what he thinks, because they're gonna go together to Juma, which is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't know that's what it was called. But it's basically like a day, a Friday, and you kind of like shut everything out and just go to the temple and pray. So you know. He pretty much said, this is my community, this is my family, and I love it. And yeah, let's head over there to the Masjid.
I didn't get the word. That? I didn't want to fuck that word up. I don't know. You know, one of those words you like, what it is. You'd like to remember it, but then you're like, yeah, you know what? Fuck that. I'm good. Y'all know what it is.
No. Yeah. No interest.
So the whole thing about this is like Shaeeda is looking forward to meeting the ex-wife, because she probably wants to ask her like, hey, do you think that this guy's gonna put a baby in me? Or like she wants everybody to know, like, hey, this is what I'm here for. I want to have a family. This guy's a jerk. It's not gonna happen. So anyways, she's like, listen, so now that we're going for Juma, I just want to make sure, like, I know you want everybody to like you, and you want everybody to be like, oh my God, is that Bilal? That's crazy. Like, I know you want all eyes on you, but for the love of God, can you just like let me have this? Can you help people like me? Because I'm nervous, and like I can be myself as much as I can, but I still need your help. So make sure you introduce me and everything. He's like, no, I get it. You know, I can relate. I've done things like that. You know, when she's like, I know you can relate, but I'm not asking you to relate. I'm asking you to understand where I'm coming from. You know, this isn't my country. This isn't my people. I don't know anybody. All I know is you. So help me out. Can you do that? And he's like, I don't know. I mean, like, I might do it. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, mind you, that was a fair ask. Like, sadly enough, like, what's even more sad is the fact that she has to ask him to do that.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Hey, can you like just not be an asshole to me for a minute? And, you know, like maybe just introduce me to some people so they're not like, who the fuck is this lady? Oh, I fuck it. Yeah. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, no.
Can you at least act like you love me around company, please? Right?
Seriously.
Essentially, that's what she's saying.
Yeah.
But it is like, dude, she's really just asking for, like, just like you said, Marie, like, just don't be an asshole for like an hour.
She's asking for fucking decency.
Exactly. Can you treat me like a human being?
Like, wait,
I don't know if that's allowed in Islam, but can you please treat me like a human? Thank you.
And like, I feel like this whole conversation could have gone like a different way if he just went, I got you. But instead he has to be like, oh, no, trust me, I can relate, because of like,
this fucking guy. Everything about him is like, oh, that's cool, but let me tell you about me. It's just everything. It's like, oh, you think you've got it hard? I'm from the hood. I had it hard. And it's like, bro, nobody's fucking asking you. No, like, can you just listen and acknowledge your partner's feelings and just be like, don't fucking worry about it. Like,
did anybody pick Bilal as the person that was going to get canceled first? Because he's kind of like he's surging up the charts right now.
Dude,
he's about to hit number 1, baby boy.
He's going to get hit with 1 and 2. Let me tell you, I'm going to make a fucking special trip to Missouri. I know the show is already wrapped, but let me tell you something.
Yeah, because
I'll find him.
I know.
We're gonna throw hands.
Riri, let him have some.
Yeah.
Marie's like on site.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, catch that smoke, buddy. Let's go.
So
yeah, who the fuck is this old lady in her vans? Fuck off.
Listen, I have half an hour to fight you, and then I gotta get to bed. But listen, you're doing it.
Help me up so I can kick your
Sunday.
ass. Right?
I can't fight you on Sunday. I got a garden. But you pick Monday through Friday. I'm free.
I'm free within these windows.
Between 5 and
Send
7.
Between
send
5
me a
and
Google
7,
invite.
get all the smoke. Between 5 and 7.
Then I gotta take my dog for a walk.
What's your email? I'm gonna put it on your Gmail calendar.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a G chat. We're gonna fucking figure this out.
What's your Instagram? I'll follow you. You follow me. Next thing you know, you're just supporting each other and stuff.
Never.
So you like my comedian page? I like your real estate page.
Fuck him. Sorry.
So, of course, the fun doesn't stop there. He points out that she has a booger in her nose. And she's like, that's not funny. And he's like, I think it's hilarious. But then again, he doesn't really have a sense of humor. So I'm like, what do you know about funny? Then she's like getting a little touchy. And he starts saying things like, listen, I don't know what you do where you're from, but here we don't do that. We don't do that at all. So yeah, I'm starting to think that you may be violent.
Oh my God!
Touchy, right? Like, and she was literally touching him, tagging him a little bit. It wasn't like she was like taking the wheel with her hand and moving it like I used to do to my friend. But he was like,
"What's up? I'm gonna crash this fucking cars." That's violent.
Okay, look, that last one she did though had a little bit of feeling behind it. Where she smacked him in the back of the head, like that wasn't wasn't one of them. I'm just fucking with you, like Nicka. What is your problem? Like it wasn't one of them, right?
Yeah, I wanted her to do it right in his fucking mouth. That would have been my fucking backhand right in the mouth. But like, oh, sorry. He's such a fucking manipulator, gaslighter, all of the words, all of the psychology words. This guy is such a piece of shit, playing, I think you're aggressive. Again, this guy just loves to fucking make her feel crazy. And I know that in the beginning, I don't know if your feelings have changed, but my feelings have changed. I feel fucking bad for her. Like, this is a woman being abused. Yeah. Like, she is like mentally being abused and emotionally being abused. This guy gets off on fucking with her. And I can't take it. I can't take it, guys. I can't watch it.
Yeah, this was real uncomfortable to watch, man.
It really was. And again, my feelings have not changed. I have been team Shaeeda since the beginning, man. Like, as soon as I saw how he was and how he acted, I was like, yeah, this guy is gonna, like, he's definitely getting like 4 different awards for loser of the episode. But gosh,
well, I know EJ was thinking that she was a gold digger, but even if that were true, she still doesn't deserve the shit that he's doing to her.
Absolutely not.
No. So he ends up pulling the car over and he's like, what, you think I was playing? You're gonna get an Uber from here? And she's like, just drive the car, you're being ridiculous. He's like, no. We're gonna have to talk about this. We can't just leave it like this. We're supposed to go to Juma. It's supposed to be a great experience for me. It's supposed to be a great experience for me to have you join me on something that I do. I'm opening my world to you. That's how he's seeing it.
You're so fortunate that you have me. Aren't you fucking lucky that you have me to show you all of these experiences? This fucking guy, the arrogance. Oh my God. Dude, Dude, I dated someone just like this guy. And let me tell you something. This is why I'm so fired up, because she's way more collected than I was when these things would happen. Because I would be like fucking out of control. You want to see someone lose their shit? That would have been a show. But yeah, the condescension from him is like just unbelievable, unreal. I've not seen it come from. I mean, there's been some shitbags on this show and in this universe, but this guy really believes that he is this pillar of the community and this fucking great person, and this, you know, he hides behind this fucking, I'm sorry. And here comes Riri's hate mail. I am very much an atheist. I don't believe in any organized religion. I think it's garbage. But he likes to hide behind this bullshit of his, I'm a holy man and I'm a religious man and Malas alaikum and all this shit. And he's such a fucking asshole. He has no moral compass. This guy can eat shit.
And you know, there's probably actual, like, I don't want to say actual, that's discounting, but there are Muslims out there that are probably looking at him like, bro, we don't move like this.
Probably.
We do not move like this.
Yeah.
But people,
you know what I'm saying? You're making us look bad.
People like him love to hide behind their religion and hold it up in front of them like they're this big fucking great person, and look at all the things that I do and how great I am, and then just treat people like garbage. And I just have a problem with collective religion and collective group thought, clearly. But, you know, yeah, I mean, just like there's people that don't like, listen, there's racists out there and there's fucking white supremacists. They don't represent me, of course. I'm not saying all Muslims are that way, but this guy likes to use that as his function of how he behaves to her. And it's like, he justifies it. Oh, I hate him. I hate him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's quite awful.
Yeah.
He really is. He really is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but yeah, he starts, pointing out that he thinks she's aggressive, that she's violent. And of course, he was just assaulted. We all saw it, right?
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it. He should have called the police.
Oh, God.
That's what I was thinking.
He feared for his life. He feared for his life.
Because she's all of 110 pounds.
Look, all he had to do was keep his head still. Like, the way she was hitting him, his head wouldn't even fucking moved.
She barely. I mean, listen. Okay, I get it. You don't want people hitting you or touching you, and I get that to a degree. However, context matters. This was not an aggressive move. There was no malice behind it, except the last one, like you said, EJ. She was kind of like, all right, fuck you. But even with that little oomph behind it, it still doesn't even qualify for anything. Like, you would, it's nothing. It's a whole bunch of nothing. He just I'm a victim. See how she acts. Look at the things that I do for her, and look at what she does. Oh my God.
Dude, he treats her like some fucking exotic pet. Like, built her a nice habitat downstairs and everything, right?
Yeah, like gilded cage. Stay in there.
You will be getting scolded when you get home. You were not a good girl today, right? Come on.
Yeah, that is basically how he's treating her, dude. Right? But and then she even tells us, she's like, I feel like I'm stepping into his world and I don't have a voice. Like, I have a voice, but I can't use it. That's
powerless.
What it's like. Yeah, dude. And if that's how you describe in your relationship, it's probably not a good thing.
They are 84 days to wed. So they are only 6 days in, and he's already on this bullshit. And as she pointed out too, she's like, it's okay for him to prank me and bring me to a fucking,
trap house.
Trap house. Okay. And I'm supposed to be cool with that. And how dare I even, flinch at the fact that this is where you grew up, and oh my God, how insulting and fucking all this stuff. And this fucking guy can't take that. And how dare you try to, even think that you're funny. I'm the one who's funny. This is a guy who just strictly wants to control a woman. And like I said, I dated somebody like this, and they will say up and down, I'm not like that. But they have fucking problems with women who are opinionated and have, things that they want to do in life and goals and a voice about their relationship. And when you start doing that and you're up against this person who has never been questioned, because I'm sure everybody around him is just like, just fucking let him do what he wants because he's a pain in the ass. This guy doesn't know how to do it. and he is trying to control a woman, and he thinks he's in control because he's like, oh, she's not in her country, I got this shit. But pretty soon she's gonna be like, I do not think if she stays, I'm going to like lose my fucking mind. But this is a woman who's, she's smart, she knows what she wants to do in life, she had a career, she's like, I want a family, these are things that I want. If this fucking guy is not going to do it, I'm out, and she needs to go.
Yeah, this is one of those relationships that made me the most uncomfortable to cover.
Really, this one?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah,
all
this
the
is a
lockup
bad
shit.
one.
That shit is like, I don't even count that as real relationships. The love after lockup shit. That's just Dude, what I mean? That's like WWE for reality shows. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like I see it happen. That wasn't a real elbow. Like, you know what I mean? It's yeah.
Yeah. I still think about Lazy and what was that guy's name?
Antween.
Yeah.
Not Antween.
I still think about
Shane.
I mean, that's
no. Well, that
Antoine.
one is bad too, but Antoine and Lacey, that's the one.
Yeah.
That's a bad one, but but this is definitely on par with bad behavior. I mean, this is very much psychological. I mean, this is again just psychological, mental, emotional abuse, and this guy is basically holding her fucking hostage and holding a carrot in front of her and being like, "Do what I want, and maybe you'll get what you want."
I wonder what his mother like, and I know this sounds weird to say, I sound like an old person, like what his mother thinks of the way he's acting. And like, look, let's be honest, some of the onus got put on has to be put on her, because remember, even Shaeeda said it, like, he's the blue-eyed baby.
Yeah,
right.
So 100%. His mother
been told
is
probably his whole life, like, baby, your shit don't stink. Okay, ain't no bitch good enough for you. Right.
Well, let me tell you something. I have a theory about that. I think especially because he's successful and he's got money, and I'm sure he's probably taking care of his family. Like, I think he said that he did. So I'm sure that plays into a lot of how his mother believes he is, and turns a blind eye to this bullshit. Because, hey, I'm not going to. Yeah, she was. I'm not going to I don't want to like cause any waves on his stuff because that will affect me. I'm sorry. But again, like you said, EJ, this is a fucking learned behavior. And this is a way that this is a guy who's gotten away with manipulating his way through life. And
no, he's paying for compliance.
Exactly. Yeah. So his mother's like, all right, well, I'm going to shut up. And I bet you deep down, she's probably fucking horrified at how he's acting, but will she say something?
Probably not.
No, she won't. 100% she will not.
Yeah.
Nor will his sisters, because they're all just like, well, that's just Bilal. It's like, fuck that. If that was my brother, I'm telling you right now, and I would straight up be like, you're a fucking asshole. Like, what are you doing? Like, that would 100% be coming out of my mouth. My mother wouldn't say that because she would be like his mother and be like, well, just keep paying for my stuff.
I think that's what it is. I think that he pays for her stuff and she has to be like, oh, Bilal, yeah, that's a silly prank.
Yeah.
My successful favorite son.
Yeah, I think I mean, like, look, he's a real estate investor, so you got to think about this. He probably just hooks up all of the people in his circle, and if they get cross with him, he's like, how dare you?
Oh,
right?
And don't
facilitate your livelihood, bitch. Right?
Don't think for a second that those houses aren't all in his name too. And I guarantee that is a threat that is held over them. Like, oh yeah, you think that I'm shit? Well, there goes your house. I'll take it.
Yeah.
You know something? This is something we totally forgot to say about Bilal, though.
What?
We forgot to say it. There it is. Poo on you, dude.
Yeah. So after Juma, they kind of like stand around, and she was kind of like hoping that he could introduce her to like some of the people in the community so they can get familiar with her. So and also like maybe introduce her to his ex-wife. But no, he just does his rounds. Then he like goes outside, and she's just like standing there like, well,
like a little kid. Like a little child.
Because Riri is absolutely right. He gets off on fucking with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And outside, she's like, well, you didn't introduce me to anybody. She's like, well, this is my ex-wife. You want to talk to her, right? And she's like, oh, yeah. Hi, nice to meet you. It's like, hey, nice to meet you, too. Listen, I got to run. Bye. So, I mean, the meeting was kind of just casual. There wasn't really any But of course, she was nervous. And again, I get it. She's new to this country. She's new to this community. She's meeting all these people. Like, I get it.
It's so fucked up, and she's been so composed through it. I will give her all the credit for her composure because, as I said, watching that, I was enraged, and to be able to not let. I mean, I'm sure she's got a ton of emotions going on, and for her to just be like, okay, you know.
Yeah. And at this point, I would honestly want to talk to. If I was Shaeeda, I would want to talk to Shaeeda. I was like, bitch, is he always like this?
Yeah.
Is this why you left him?
I think that's what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
Think that's what she was.
And I think his ex-wife knew that too, and she's like, I'm not getting that shit. Like she guaranteed
my house is on his name too.
Yo, I'm serious.
I'm telling you.
I guarantee it was the energy that was in that moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Shaeeda was probably like, yo, I'm not about this. Y'all, nah. I'm gonna go. I got shit to do with these kids. Bye. Right? Yeah. I get like that about certain, like, you ever just like, you know, been around people in a certain situation is like, yeah, I'm good. I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them. Yeah. Like, this feels weird.
Yeah. And like you said, she's like, I'm in a house that he pays for. I can't say shit to you. Sorry. Bye.
Yeah, he buys off everybody close to him so nobody can say anything bad.
Damn, what a way to live.
It's all about appearances with this dude. His car, his house, his clothes, his fucking everything, his kids. Everything is presented to the world like, look at how great I am. Like, this guy has such insecurities about the way that he grew up. And I'm sure that, you know, he had a terrible childhood. Join the fucking club, dude. You know, but he has to make it known to people. Like, look at my success. His success is only measured on material things. And that is it. He is an empty, hollow, fucking shallow person. Because
there is no way to grow if you don't have anybody who challenges you.
No.
You get what I'm saying?
He has nobody
challenges Bilal. Nobody,
because like Murray said, like he basically, like you said, he just buys off his family.
Yeah, it's like, oh, word, that's what you got to say about me. I'm being an asshole. You cut off, asshole, right?
Yeah.
Yo, this is probably just some random ass theory where you just ran up the fucking wall with, but
1000%. By the way, everybody listening or watching, we're only going by what we see on this show. We don't actually know these people.
Yeah.
I'm going to speak. I'm speaking with authority. I don't know this guy, and I'm saying that this is 100% correct. I would challenge anybody to fucking tell me otherwise.
I said what I said.
I said what I said.
God damn it, Murray.
Yeah.
But so this is not over, okay? He's not done being shitty. After this, he drops her off, then he goes drop off the kids. While he does that, she gets in a little studio and starts doing all of her like yoga poses that she does. She does like the exorcist walk, the backwards walk.
Yeah.
And then she like comes back around, and I was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Like,
she's good. I'll give her that. She's good.
And she tells us like, this sucks, you know, like I really, but I have to like stick to this because I can't just get in a taxi and like go home. Like home is like thousands of miles away, so I can't really do that.
And he has all the money. She probably doesn't have anything because
exactly. Yeah, she's there broke. She again. She's a hostage. She is a hostage at this point.
Oh my God,
it's horrible. It's like either you marry me, or you do what I say. Every day is going to be a fucking test, and if I don't like it, I'll ship you back to Trinidad. And if I do, maybe you can stay and live in this fucking constant bullshit. I mean, goddamn, I hate this dude. I will pay for her to get out of here. Luckily for her, I can hook her up with that Frontier Airlines, and she can get home in like 4 years.
All right, so let's start a new tier. It's gonna be the buy Shaeeda ticket home.
Yeah, it's gonna be Escape from Bilal. Escape from Bilal.
Escape from Bilal tier.
Sponsored by Frontier and Spirit, and there's no guarantee that you'll get home safely.
But he can't control you anymore.
No, right? You could probably swim home faster, but still.
You could do cartwheels home faster.
Yeah, right? You can yoga pose out of there faster.
It is, Spirit and Frontier are...
Those are our sponsors.
That's what we talk about them. So she's doing her thing and everything, whatever. He comes back and she's wearing like a really nice outfit. And this is where he had his little telenovela moment, right? When he's like, I see that you're dressed all nice and everything, but I know we're supposed to do date night, but I'll be honest with you, I kind of don't want to do it. And she's like, are you like 6 years old? Like, what's the matter? He's like, no, it's just that, I just didn't like what you did in the car, We need to have that conversation of what happened in the highway, young lady. So please have a seat and explain to me why you did what you did. And I expect nothing but an apology, young lady.
And groveling. That's what he wants. He wants her to grovel.
And then you saw it. Then you saw it when she was like, and I'm sorry if you like, and she was like, I'm sorry, and it will never happen again.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's something that you
broke
would
my
say
fucking
to your
heart, dude. Like, because basically that's what it was. He was like, been to my fucking will. And he's like, but you was kind of being no, you been to my fucking will. And she's like, I'm sorry, it will never happen again. That was so fucking uncomfortable to watch, dude.
Or sad.
Now kiss the ring and let's go date night.
Yeah. I now grant permission for date night to continue. But he made her say she was sorry like 3 different fucking ways. Like he couldn't just say, she couldn't just say, listen, you know what? I'm sorry. I didn't realize it. Like, can we move on? No. We need to sit and you need to say it and you need to properly acknowledge it and you need to tell me why you were wrong. I mean, fuck this guy, dude. Oh my God. This guy really got my fucking Irish up. Let me tell you.
It definitely. No, believe me, I know. I just cannot stand this dude.
This was a real. I'm gonna be honest with you. I enjoyed this conversation. This one was really hard to get through, man.
It is.
It was.
No, it really. It was one of those like it's not fun talking about this because this is sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I dated somebody that was very much like this guy, and I mean, I'm past it. I worked through it, but watching that happen, that interaction was like, it just all came up and I'm like, oh my God, fuck this dude so much. I hate him. Like, never again will I allow somebody to pull that shit. It is so fucking demeaning and dehumanizing to just do that to someone. And that is all he's doing. He doesn't give a shit about her. He just wants, like you said, kiss the ring, tell me I'm fucking great, and pass my test. And maybe I'll give you what you want. Oh my God, guys. I'm sorry. I know I've gone like really outrageous on this, but
do you, boo boo? Do you?
Fucking, I mean, and this is why, I mean, and again, I'm not categorizing all men, but this is what women deal with so much with guys like this. And they just have this fucking, and again, and I'm going to throw it in because it is applicable with religion in particular. With Islam, they separate the women and they can only do certain things. I mean, when you treat a fucking person like they are less than you because of how they were born, whatever, I happen to be born a woman. It is not a fucking religion of equality or peace or love or whatever other people want to put on it. I'm sorry. It's not, because you're treating somebody as a different class of person. And that person doesn't have the right to be in the room with you, to do like all, I mean, we see it later with even Mohamed. I mean, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. I just think it's fucking garbage. And that is how these things get perpetuated with women constantly, this subservient behavior and this subservient piece of, mindset of like, well, I'm the woman. This is what I have to do. Fuck that. Fuck this guy. Anybody that says that, I will. Yeah, no. Sorry.
Message.
Yeah.
Give Marie her horn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the review section.
Hey, no, put it all out there.
Hell yeah.
Oh God, probably gonna have some like fucking fatwa after me or something. well, Salman Rushdie over here.
Oh Jesus.
Sorry. All right. Anyway, end rant.
Yeah, and this segment, that was it. That was all I have for Bilal and Shaeeda. It was definitely a struggle to get through, but man, what a way to open this podcast.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. Now we're about to leave here the live, but before we go, I just want to remind everybody that is watching right now or in the future to just Patreon is $1 and there's a little link in the description below, so make sure you check it out. Click on it, join us on Patreon, and again, a quick shout out to Priscilla and where's my stupid phone? I am so sorry, Rachel. Thank you so much for joining us on Patreon. We appreciate you. Thank you.
Kisses for your foreheads. This one's for you guys too. Take this one with you.
And now we're about to move on to the next couple. So again, for everybody watching, thank you so much for joining us. And for everybody listening right now, we're going to move on with the next couple, which is Patrick and Thais.
Patrick and Thais, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick is excited because Thais is out here now. Okay, she lives in America. Yes. All right. So she's looking around. She's impressed about her neighborhood, her house, right? Her man. Not so much about her other roommate, though. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Not so much about her other roommate. She walks in and she sees her new dog. It was a cute fucking dog, though.
Yeah, it's cute.
Dog.
Like yeah. I have a big dog. I wrestle my dog. I don't, you know what I mean? Yeah, I can't have no dog like that. I'd lose it.
No, you'd hear that thing all the time. Those things are barkers.
Excuse me, you see my dog, right?
I thought that was a duster.
Yeah. And so she walks into the kitchen and John pulls out some champagne. All right. Don't give a fuck what time it is. I don't. But he pulls out some champagne and they do a cheers to her being in America, and then Patrick says that they're about to go and shower and everything, so John's gonna have to turn the TV on high. Look, this is what you moved your lady into, bro. Is all right. Yeah. Hey, I'm about to go smash. I'm gonna put a sock on the door or some shit.
I was just gonna say,
yeah, that was something.
Sock on the door.
Yeah, in college in like the dorms, like if your roommate like had company. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they put a sock on the door and you just go find something else to do for a little bit.
Listen, I was just like, just don't fucking come in the room, right?
All right, if you come in here, just be quiet. And don't make it weird. That's all. Yeah.
You're not invited.
Yeah. And so she said apparently they had great coitus. They had some good coitus that day. Right?
Jesus Christ.
Everybody, they said the sex was good. And, after she's in her little shorts and she was like, shit, I got to put on clothes to go out into my own goddamn kitchen because I know John is out there drinking on the couch.
Where he belongs. Okay.
Oh, so
he's a national treasure.
Oh, he is. Shout out to John. It's
Johnny.
Oh my God. You know what? I feel for John. Yeah. I'll explain. I'll explain it later. But let me tell y'all the story. But I feel for this dude a little bit, right? Yes. So Patrick goes in and he starts making her breakfast, and John is obviously in the living room drinking a beer and telling Pat that hey, she should be making you breakfast, bro.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Then Thais comes in clothed and she says good morning and asks, why you drinking beer? It's like 9:00 in the morning. And he's like, well, do you know what beer is? Like it's something proprietary to the United States. It's like, how drunk are you, dude? Do you know what beer is? Like, but she ain't from Mars, motherfucker. She from Brazil. Right?
Like it's not like it's just beer. You know?
Yeah.
How do you have beer in Brazil?
Oh my God. And then she starts telling him about morning drinking being crazy. He starts wagging his finger at her. Like Matumbo after he blocked the shot.
Not in my house.
No, right? He's like, I live here too. I'm like, okay, I kind of knew that, and I'm not happy about it, motherfucker, but I knew.
Yeah, right? Believe me, I know.
Yeah, I'm very well aware, okay? And you see it, like it's already like John's already not here for her shit, and she's not here for John's shit. What's happening right now is that Patrick is being put in a situation where both of these people are like, nah, I'm supposed to be the only one you rocking with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so,
I definitely think so.
And so anytime he's alone with either of them, like he'll be alone with Thais, and Thais is like, that motherfucker gotta go. And then, he's hanging out with John, and John's like, this chick gotta go. And he's caught in the middle of that. And he has like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a blatant contempt. That makes it like very clear that he's jealous of what's happening. This is full on. This is like textbook what jealousy looks like. There's a relationship that he has that he fears being taken away.
Yeah, and I think it's and it goes. I'm sure you'll talk about it later, but yeah, I mean, I think that they clearly those two guys have had a very difficult life together, and he doesn't have stable family life, and Patrick's his only fucking family. And he's like, bro, like you're all I've got. I mean, I moved from Boston to Texas, and you're it. And now she's coming in, and where does that put me? And he doesn't have a full range of emotional control or understanding, so he's going to act out in a way like a child. And think about it, probably up until this point, up until the point that Thais became a thing, right? They probably you know what I mean? They're best friends. We're gonna go ahead and assume that. Like they're best friends. So each one thought the world of the other one. And now you got this one, like this person you think the world of, and this chick comes in and like, you know what? This person you think the world of, I don't like him. Do you notice he drinks all the time? He's a fucking asshole. You know what I'm saying? Saying all of this stuff. And then Patrick is like, my brother, is he really like that? My best friend, like my ace, the one I've been to hell and back with, is he really like that? And he's thinking that in his head. Yeah. And don't forget that John is the guy who was there for Patrick when his marriage fell apart and he had nothing going on. So, as much as John is a mess, as I'm sure he is, John reminds me a ton of my oldest brother, like for a lot of reasons.
I went to high school with probably 1,000.
Yeah. I mean, like, I know John. And when I say I know John, I don't mean I know him personally. We know John. Like,
John.
We know this fucking guy. Like, this is a guy.
Yeah, Shaeeda is from the place where they make John. Right?
Yeah. My family is a John factory, all right? Like, let me tell you, there's a lot of Johns in my family. Yeah. But this is a dude who's just like, he wears his heart in his sleeve. He will fucking do anything for his brother, I'm sure. And he's like, the fuck? This girl's coming in from Brazil, and now all of a sudden I'm nobody. She's going to tell me I can't drink my beers at 9:00 in the morning or whatever. All right. Which, again, I know John. Nobody fucking tells John that you can't drink a beer at 9:00 in the morning, exactly. Right? Because you tell John you can't drink a beer at 9:00 in the morning, you're going to get that beer across your face. I mean, it's like that's what's going to happen. So I'm like, Thais, girl, I get it, but chill out a little bit because it's not going to end well. It's not going to go well for you, girl. Yeah,
but my boy John is just not handling this shit well. Because I mean, let's be for real. From what we're seeing right now, somebody is going to have to go. And I'm gonna go with John. I think it's gonna be John that has to go, and that sucks. I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, obviously, the obvious choice is John. However, I'm gonna go ahead and defend John for a minute because
I'm on John's side. I'm here for. I told you I feel for the guy.
Yeah, because she came in already with her bullshit of like, I don't like this dude. Her plan is to get him the fuck out. Like, that is her plan. That is her number one. Before we even get married, this guy's got to go. And again, she's coming in. You're drinking in the morning. And I mean, I think he said it was like 11 a.m. Okay, it's a little early-ish. I don't know. I mean, I've drank way earlier than that, but it's also not your business. And it's like
his day off.
And it's his fucking day off, and he's playing a video game. Like, how does this affect your life? Shut up and eat your eggs. Like, seriously.
Eat your eggs.
Just shut the fuck up and eat your eggs. Like, nobody has asked for your opinion on what you think is appropriate for drinking in the morning.
Yeah, she kind of did come in hot, though. You're right.
She did. She was super rude. She was like, ugh. I mean, I would have been like, fuck you, I'm going to have another one. Like, what? And he clearly had a lot of drinks.
Oh, yeah. He was a good time John that day, wasn't he?
Yeah. That was not his first beer. That was his first beer that they caught him drinking in camera.
Yeah.
He's like, I started at 6 a.m., kid. What are you talking about?
I've been going to sleep.
Yeah. It's pulling a Miguel. Just kidding.
Oh, God.
I got killed at 30.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Every once in a while, I still do that. I'll do like an all-nighter, and then I wake up at 7, and my wife's like, why? And I'm like, I don't even know.
Don't have a reason, because I'm John.
I'm just Johning out here, having a good time, kid.
Just let me have my John life.
So yeah, not as much anymore. But every once in a while, I'm like, this is a good night for it.
Yeah, but I mean, look, he was trying to be a nice guy, though. He was. Yeah. He offered to cook some steak. Was like, look, all right, Pat, you're doing eggs. I got the steak, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's their relationship. And and after Patrick like makes his eggs, he starts cooking some for John, and Thais is like, nah, fuck that. That man can make his own eggs.
Damn.
Again.
Why?
Again. None of your business. I mean, just stop. Shush. You need to sit and just eat your goddamn eggs because Patrick is making it for his brother. That's what they do. They make each other food. And she's like, your food's right here. Eat it. Like, she's what, 23 or something? She's
an asshole. I'll go with an asshole. Yeah, she's an asshole.
Yeah, she's the age of asshole, and it's like she is just coming in like she is queen shit of Turd Mountain, and she's fucking like, nope, you're doing this. It's all a setup. She's trying to get him the fuck out. She is going to make it so turbulent and so divisive that she is going to be like, who's it going to be? I mean, that is ultimately what it's going to come down to. She's going to make him decide.
And look, and John is seeing this. Look, this is the issue. John is seeing this, right?
Yeah.
And John is like, bro, I'm telling you, I'm seeing all of these flags you seem to be ignoring, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, this isn't about anything else other than I love you and I don't want no bullshit to happen to you. She's trying to take over. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He's like, no, it's not like that, bro. You're crazy. And so he resorts to drinking at 9 a.m. because he ain't got nothing else.
Nah.
The only stability he had in his life, apparently, is getting ripped out from under him by some chick who probably don't even give a fuck about him like that. And that bugs him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, do you actually think, because like obviously, like you said, she's going to give him an ultimatum at one point. But do you actually think that after seeing the Tesla, seeing the house, seeing the tiny little cute dog, do you think that she's going to be like, yeah, I don't want any of this? I want to go back.
No, of course. Of course she's not going to. No.
That's why I don't think John's going to get kicked out. I think they're going to work something out.
I think ultimately, I think the decision is going to, the ultimatum is going to be presented. I don't think Patrick will have it in his heart to kick his brother out. I don't think he will.
Nah,
I think he's going to be like, listen, you know what? You got to fucking figure this out, or you got to act right, because I cannot kick my brother out. Here's
a prediction, Riri. All right, so I think what's going to happen, this is my prediction for the season. Patrick is going to rage out on both of them and tell them to get their shit together.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. Like, it's going to be like, look, I don't want to hear no more of your shit. You put the beer down. You stop yelling at me about shit. Okay? Y'all fucking listen. Fix this shit, because ain't none of y'all going nowhere. That's what's going to happen.
Dude, okay, I just listening to you made me think that this is another scenario, okay? This is a scenario where John becomes like inseparable with Thais, because she's gonna go through some sort of like struggle or whatever, and he's gonna be there to help her, and she's gonna be like, dude, you can stay here as long as you want.
No, that'll never happen.
I think there's like a 1% chance that like he's gonna like buy the rings, or he's gonna like be on her side for something, and then everything's gonna shift, and she's gonna be like, hey, you know what, that jump dude is not that bad.
Or third scenario, she starts fucking John. I mean,
they both like, why y'all always in the living room drinking beer? Like, both of them. Like, y'all ain't got nothing better to do.
Listen, he's going to be working a lot. She's going to be home alone. I've seen movies.
Oh my God. Both of them in there trying to make breakfast and flipping steaks on the floor. Right?
Yeah, she's going to be flipping his fucking steak on the floor. Let me tell you.
All right, Riri, there we go. All right.
Hasselhoff style.
Oh God.
Let me see that sausage. What's that sausage do?
Yep. What does steak do? What does steak do? Right? Nah, but like that's what happened. So John, he did flip the steak out though. He smoked out the kitchen, had everybody in there gagging, right? Smoked out the kitchen. He tried to flip the steak, and the damn thing fell on the floor. And Pat was like, "Yo, you gonna make another steak?" And he was like, "Nah, we gonna eat this one because there's hungry kids in the world." Right?
Not wrong.
Then,
Not wrong.
Then Pat was like, "Yo,"
and that animal died for you, you fucking jerk.
You know, and he's like, "Yo, she's from Brazil," and he's like, "Exactly, that's what I'm saying. There's hungry kids there." This dude might be on the short list to get canceled too. He keeps talking like that.
But do you think he can get canceled for that?
I don't think John give a fuck.
You know what I mean? Like, it's John.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he didn't say anything.
Do I look like I'm trying to be out here anyway? Like, I want to sit on my couch and drink beer. You can't cancel that.
He didn't say anything. I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, there's a huge poverty crisis going on there. I mean, it's not like he was like, saying anything disparaging, but he's like, yeah, she should know. Like, yeah, of course. Like, if anybody gets it, she probably gets it. I mean,
hey, you get it, right?
Yeah, it's like, come on, it's a steak. Yeah. And to be fair, I mean, like, first of all, the fucking steak hit the floor for about 30 seconds, and that house is clean. There's no way.
I would have ate the steak.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, what? All of a sudden now? I mean, come on.
Yeah, just wipe it off. Throw some more olive oil on the other side and put it back in there for a couple minutes. Kill off all of the stuff.
I have eaten way worse meat. Yeah. Let me tell you, not cooked.
No. I got.
I was talking about. I was talking about penises.
Yeah, no, I know.
All right. It's not kitten breath. What animal breath would it be if that's what we're saying?
Oh God, I don't know. Fucking hog breath.
Hog breath. I like it. Okay. Because kitten breath didn't have an antonym that made sense to me. Hog breath works. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Dick breath?
Dick breath. Just dick. It's just
dick. Just straight up dick.
Straight up dick breath. Wow. Okay.
Oh, God. And so later, what's happening? Patrick is still trying to get everybody to get their life together. It's just a bond. It's like, hey, guys, you know what? How about we do this? Let's go play some mini golf. And Patrick's like, fuck yeah, bro. And Thais is like, all right, whatever.
She's like, what is this?
Oh yeah, she's like, look, I don't know. So they head out to Dreamland to play golf, and they have drinks, and she says she tries to give John a chance, and John says that them all getting along sounds nice, but they'll see what happens. Like, John is pissed at this girl. Mm-hmm. He is really really upset with her. Like, I know it's jealousy, but I also think he knows that this girl is not about his brother. Like I see turmoil in this dude almost. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not
almost. It's there.
I was trying not to throw it all the way in the pool, but I was trying to dip the toe in. You're right.
Again, this is a guy with he's an emotional guy, and you see it. He gets very emotional because he's also very drunk. But but he is, and he said it in the segment at one point. He said, "If that's a problem, I bite." That dude, I'm telling you right now, she has got to fucking be careful because this guy will bite, and it will be bad. And
he actually means it. He will bite you.
He will human bite you. He will take a fucking chunk.
Yeah, everybody needs someone to love them like John loves Patrick. That's all we're saying, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody needs someone to love them like that.
You do. Yeah. I mean, again, I will speak from experience from my oldest brother. He is got a great heart, nice dude. Also, wildly mentally fucking crazy. Just he's insane, and I've witnessed his insanity on people that have, he's a quiet guy. He just he just does his thing, but somebody fucking does something he doesn't like, and it just goes sideways. It's not going to end well for that person that did it. So I'm like watching this, and I'm going, oh my God, this is going to be really fucking ugly. I mean, I'm not saying he's going to like hit her, but I'm just saying like there's going to be some problems. And she's stupid enough to think that she's like, oh, well, I don't care because I'm Thais, and I'm going to girl.
Early 20s.
No,
that's like the terrible tooth.
Girl. It's just stop.
Yeah,
this
is not a this is not a field you want to come play ball on, boo boo.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
No, like exactly. Like this is like you might think you can, outsmart. Don't even try it. Like this guy is like a fucking rattlesnake. You don't know what he's gonna do. That's the problem with John. Guys like this are just unpredictable and wild, and I get very nervous watching the tense interactions with those two because I'm like, she's not gonna win this. Like whatever happens.
You seen? She was like, I already won. Fuck this. I'm about to go inside where the air conditioning is and buy some drinks with your credit card, right? So she goes in there and does all of that, and Pat and John sit down and talk, and he tells John to back off a little bit. Right, like, look, you need to calm down. And he's like, yo, I don't think she's the one, bro. Like, this isn't. And he's trying to say, yo, look, you need to think about what you're doing. Mm-hmm. He's trying to think of the best way to say it. And then, John has this to say in a talking head. Listen to this, okay? I want you to feel what I felt when he said this. Watch this.
Well, we went through, dark times, good times, that's real. And I love him. Not being able to be with my brother, that would be a tough, situation. I'll have to deal with that. But I hope not. Yeah.
Ugh, that was
That man's heart is broken, dude.
Yeah.
That man's heart is broken.
He's also very drunk.
And that too. But sometimes that makes it. That's how you get the party feelings out. You can push that shit down into the liquor, bring it back up. Right?
Listen, that's the only way that I showed emotions for like 20 something years. I was like, get me nice and fucking sauce, and I'll tell you exactly.
Riri outside of crying and peeing in a parking lot. Yeah.
Probably, that's happened.
Oh God. And Patrick even says on his talking heads, like they grew up without unconditional love. Mm-hmm. Like he recognizes that, and like, look, he just wants that type of a family for him, for John, for Thais. You know what I'm saying? And you got to think about this. Like, this is how much he loves. This is how much Patrick loves his big brother. You know what? You can live in the house with my hot Brazilian fiance, and I would think nothing of it. Mm-hmm. I would think nothing of it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, he also knows that she's disgusted by him, so He's like, I don't have.
I've had sex with so many girls. It's like, ew. Like when they first met me, like that's how they flirt. It's like putting gum in the hair. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking that. I was like, well, maybe he's just got a thing for her and he's mad that she doesn't want him. I don't know. Because, I mean, I'm going to go on record and say I think John's better looking than Patrick.
There it is.
Wow.
Hot take.
Yeah.
All right, let's see who's on your side with that.
Yeah, I want to know.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for this to come up in the chat. Somebody asked this in the chat. I want to hear what they say.
I mean, I'm talking looks only. Like I said, if they were both walking towards me and you said,
and they were both sober,
yeah, and I was sober. No, I'm drunk. No, yeah, I would pick John. He's too much of a. Patrick's too fucking meaty. He's all disproportionate. He's like a fucking, he's just like one of those like strongman cartoon figures. He's like, I'm big and tough. And like he's just, it's not my style. No, I'd go with John. Probably because I could take him in a fight too. There
you go. Riri is all about self-preservation.
That's how I pick men. I just
size them up. I don't fuck with those strong dudes that might be able to beat me up.
Yeah.
Give me the little skinny arm motherfucker. Right?
Yeah, I'm like, if I had to get into a fight with this guy, would I win? Probably. Okay, it's you.
Yeah, all right, I'll marry you, motherfucker. Let's go.
Yeah, let's do it. That's how you pick your partner.
Yeah.
That's how you pick your partner. There you go. Some love tips from Marie.
Yeah, I got all sorts of advice.
Yep. Marie Forster, relationship expert. That's going to be her next hustle.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, that will be a tragic show.
Yeah, but that's all I have for them. That's all I have for Pat. Like shout out to John, man. I felt John's pain on this one.
Yeah.
I really did.
Yeah. Even that clip you played, like again, like you hear dudes that are like kind of hard.
Mm-hmm.
Talking like that, talking about emotions, it's like, oh man, no, he's really feeling it.
Yeah, he's
like, you got to understand, this is a drunk Bostonian.
Yeah,
and that's what came out of his mouth.
This is a guy. That was a guy that's been sitting in a bar in like South Boston for like 6 hours. Just now, it's like end of the night, and he's just like pouring it out. I mean, this guy is. He's in his feelings, as Drake says. He's
Patrick, do you love me?
Thais, do you love me? Yeah, I mean, it's this is not gonna go well, guys. This is gonna get really fucking messy. And again, I hope that it doesn't come down to some sort of altercation. I think that there will be an altercation for sure between the two brothers. Definitely.
Because I keep seeing, and this is the last thing I'll say about them, because I know we've been going in on them for a while now. But this is the last thing I'll say about it is that you see him trying. You do see John trying, and then the second she turns up on him, he's like, you know what? Fuck you too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
She deserves it.
Yeah, because like he pulled out the champagne. He's like, guys, let's have a toast. Right? No malice in that.
No.
And then all of a sudden, Thais is like, this motherfucker could cook his own damn eggs.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? Fuck you, Thais. Fuck you. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we got predictions. I ain't even gonna talk about it. I know we got predictions, and I'm not gonna make another one. All right, we ready to move it on to the next one, ladies and gents?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Or lady and gent. It's just me and you, right? All right, who go next? Because that ass.
It's me. It's Benny and Ari.
All right, I can take that out later. Mm-hmm. Mark it on the thing. All right, so next couple we got coming up. Riri, I think you got them. Let's talk about Benny and Ari.
Let's talk about it. Guys. Benny and Ari. So we see them. They are now in America. They have come to America. They are doing their American dream. They're in an apartment. Ariela is making her garbage coffee out of a fucking Keurig. She's in a kitchen. She's like, whatever. Oh, we're in our apartment. So she's bringing coffee to Benny. She's talking about how Benny and Ari were both, were super exhausted. They've been sleeping like crazy. They didn't leave any room for her in the bed, which was probably on purpose because she's an asshole. But anyway.
Well, yeah, they didn't want to end there. That's why. Like, let's just box out all of this bed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's like,
how do you think? Did you see how Ari makes coffee? How do you think she makes coffee?
Terribly.
Terribly?
I don't. Yeah, I don't fuck with those Keurig. I don't know if anybody.
What do you do to make coffee?
I make coffee in a French press because yeah. Are you a French press, EJ?
I am.
Hell yeah!
I think it's so good, man.
Hell yeah! It's you know,
it makes it so strong. It's like, God damn, this coffee. Like,
yeah.
I took a sip the first time because usually I was using the Keurig. I can't front before because it was just simple and easy. Mm-hmm. And I do every now and then, depending on how lazy I am. But when you like have a French press coffee for the first time, like, God damn, I didn't even know this shit could turn this strong.
Yeah.
I never had a Keurig. I had like a, you know, one of those regular ass like 12 cup Cuisinart things, whatever. But then, once I got on the French press, no going back. So she's an idiot. She's and she's with an Ethiopian. I mean, Ethiopia has some of the world's best coffee. What the fuck are you doing? And she's like, here's my American coffee. And he's like, this is fucking water. Like,
she didn't even make it.
I know.
She literally just brought it to him.
Yeah. I mean, you know, again, she's a whole bunch of garbage.
Yeah, it's just like, let me bring my Colombian husband some cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you live in America. Don't do that.
I mean, but again, it's like you're marrying an Ethiopian man. You lived in Ethiopia. Why the fuck are you making him Keurig coffee? Like, that is so insulting. Thank you. It is so insulting. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. You're an idiot.
Ari's one of those ones that I've seen this. It's about her. She's one of those people that only thinks about herself. She don't even mention that baby.
No,
like, I'm serious. It's none of them. Ari can only think about Ari because that's how Dr. Weinstein and the Positive Gangster made her.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Listen, Ari's like, I want to show you.
Only had to think about Ari because everything else they'll take care of for her.
Yeah. She's like, I want to show you my American culture. Really, what she wants to show him is, look at how rich I am. And look at how much better and cleaner and whatever it is here. So that's where Ari's going down. So she's like talking about it. So she gets in the room and they're having their fucking garbage coffee. And she's like, listen, so what do you think of the apartment? He's like, yeah, it's fine. It's nice. I mean, I think she thought he was going to be like, oh my God. So he didn't act appropriately. She's like, well, I don't think you appreciate the fact that my parents got us this apartment. And I was like, girl, I don't appreciate the fact that your parents got you that apartment. All right.
Nobody does.
So you're fucking 30 years old. And this is the thing with Ari. She has the audacity to talk to him about finances. And so I say, well, you want to be an MMA fighter. I've researched that. They don't make a lot of money. So you need to start thinking about that. And he's like, listen, I just got here. I'm trying to figure out what I can do. I did all these things in Ethiopia. I'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Like, we don't need to figure this out day one.
Yeah, I can't do shit for 6 months. No way.
Right. And she's just like, oh, and now all of a sudden, Ari, the girl who has traveled abroad and as she said in her own words, has never paid a bill or rented an apartment in the United States ever. So this girl coming from this privileged fucking place and sitting here lecturing a guy about finances and like how he needs to act. I mean, guys, when I tell you, and I know I kind of defended her the last time I was on. You did. All defenses out. She is so fucking out of my, right? She's, I never, and I did say this when I was defending her. I was only defending that moment of time. I don't like her as a person. And this is exactly what I hate. She is a spoiled, rich, entitled brat. She is the fucking person. She's never in her life had to struggle for a thing. And listen, there are people out there that, good for you. I mean, if you're able to grow up in a way that you don't have to, struggle with money or whatever, you know what?
God bless you.
Yeah, good. That's amazing because nobody wants. I mean, I wouldn't want to be like, go through all this bullshit before you get there. I mean, I wish that somebody was just like, here's this money, have at it, Hoss. I'd be like, fuck yeah.
Okay.
But, I mean, it's like, but that's not the majority of people. But so she is never truly, her idea of struggle is like what she needed to pack when she was traveling from, fucking Argentina to Ethiopia. I mean, It's like that your parents paid for. So she has no idea of what she's talking about. But, so once again, she's just completely blind. And she's like, well, you should be grateful that it's very much like Bilal. You should be grateful that I'm here and I brought you here and and she said, my parents did this. It's like, again, you have no part of this equation, Ari. Your parents did. Your parents signed a fucking lease for their grown ass daughter who is 30 years old. Okay. Because she doesn't have a job and now she's got a fucking baby and a dude that she's bringing from, another country that they are 100% going to have to support. So
yeah, like they literally have to support a whole family.
Yes. And you know what? Again, her parents, they seem, her dad seems like he's a nice guy. I mean, I think he's just like, get me the fuck out of here. But, they'll do it, but they created this monster. So they definitely have had a major part in her behavior. So whether or not they see it that way, I don't know, but she's just wrong. So, but then she said, well, I want to show you my town. Now they're in Princeton, New Jersey, which is obviously home to Princeton University. It's a very prestigious school. It's a very prestigious town.
It's a very nice town.
Yada, yada. Yeah.
It's very nice.
I mean, it's beautiful. It's old structures. It looks great. But, coming from where he came from in Ethiopia, he's just like, what the fuck is all this? Like, holy shit. Wow. And in the car, she again wants to remind him, where he is. And she does say to him that this is a town for rich people.
This is a town for rich people, baby.
And listen to that again.
This is a town for rich people, baby.
And the laugh, like
because right before that, this is what he said, and this is all right. So I'll just tell y'all on the podcast. Fuck it, we family. We can talk about it. I was pulling this audio clip for Riri, and when I left the party and where they were driving through, and Biniam was like, "Don't worry, baby, I'll buy you a house like this one day." And
dude, this is a town for rich people, baby.
That was her response to him saying that. Fuck Ari too. Fuck Ari too, dude.
Yeah. She can go all the way.
You guys see, now you guys are seeing what I've been fucking seeing for the past couple of seasons, dude. I cannot stand this woman.
I understand, and I've never been like, oh, she's a good person. I think in a moment she had a point, but no, you're right. She's terrible. She's 100% never had any struggle in her life. And then takes her privileged behavior. This is why people fucking hate white women like this. I mean, I feel like I have to fucking be like, listen, hey, sorry.
Some of us want her. I promise.
No, she's not allowed in the club here. Sorry. I mean, it's like, it's just fucking embarrassing, the entitlement that she speaks with to him, and like, again, with the finance stuff. And I'm like, bitch, you've never fucking rented an apartment. You've never paid a bill. And you're going to talk to this dude who has lost his parents and has had nothing but struggle in his entire life about how to act.
Look, Ari, let me it's not even there's no love here. Pretty much Biniam is just something really cool for her to take to her 20-year reunion or whatever. Right?
Yes. Yeah. 100%. She's like, look at I went to Africa and look what I came with.
He's a rescue, but he's great. He's a rescue. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it's so gross to watch how she's treating him, but and he's just like, just trying to fucking get my bearings here, and I don't know. So anyway, then they decide that they're going to go to New York City because he's, obviously they're right in New Jersey. It's very close. So they're going to go to New York City. So she takes him on the subway. That's a whole experience for him. And it was so adorable actually watching him like on the subway and on the train and like taking pictures and stuff. Like, he's just like, what the hell is this? Yeah. He was like, wow.
That moment reminded me of, I don't know if you even remember, you probably won't. You remember Maurice and Jessica Mig? All right, so when this dude, he got out of prison and he was so excited, like for whatever reason, I don't know how he got this far in life without doing it. He ain't never like really seen airplanes in real life.
Okay.
So he was outside the airport and he was watching these airplanes fly by and he was so fucking awestruck by it all.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I ain't never seen no shit like that before. It's like, motherfucker, you've been locked up for 6 years. You ain't been locked up forever, Rip Van Winkle. How you ain't never seen an airplane? But I mean, that type of excitement is what I saw on Benny in that situation. Like he was just looking around. I was like, wow, well, you know what I mean? I got whiplash from looking up at all the buildings, right?
Yeah.
I'm doing some car wheels in the subway, cooking.
Yeah,
I'm loving this shit. Right?
He's, you know, we take for granted. I know I do for sure. The things that we have around us at all times, you know, it's like, and you know, you're like, oh yeah, that's just, yeah, there's fucking skyscrapers, and people from, you know, other parts of the world are like, the fuck? What do you mean? There's multiple skyscrapers. I mean, it's like, you know, you tend to take for granted the things around you. So, you know, it was really, really sweet seeing him appreciating and looking at everything and just taking that whole experience. And he's like, you know, it looks like it's a movie. And he's like, that was his only reference to New York City. And he's like, it looks like it's a movie. And I mean, when I go to New York, I feel the same way. It's like, damn, how the fuck do people live in this? Like me, I'm like, I want no part of this. But
like, what? You live on the 72nd floor? What?
Yeah, I'm like, no, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Well,
No.
as I always tell people about Manhattan, like there's people that live in Manhattan and there's people that exist in Manhattan. You know, obviously the people that are in like the higher buildings, older buildings, and the you know, they have like really nice homes, and some people have even 2 floors to themselves. Those people live in the city, you know. And then, you know, 10 comedians that I know that brag that live in Manhattan. I'm like, you barely exist here.
Yeah, you live in a broom closet, bro.
It's like you and 5 other people living in a 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah,
like,
and it's 200 square feet.
You know what I mean? I'm like, you don't, like, literally one time we went to see one apartment in Manhattan, Jen and I, and it was $1,850 or like $1,900. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it was the size of like a bathroom. It was so small, and I was like, which one is 1,900? They're like, this one. I'm like, this is not, like, you're out of your mind. No.
Like, look, Mr. Whoever you are, like, I ain't mean to waste your time or nothing, but this some bullshit. I can't stay here. I'm gonna go. Sorry for wasting your time. Let's get out of here.
We both laughed. We're like, this is ridiculous.
It's like in Best in Show when they get to the hotel and the card gets declined and then they put him in the broom closet. This is like, yeah, you can stay in there. But you know, yeah. So Benny is definitely feeling all sorts of emotions, and he's very overwhelmed, and he's excited, and he's got that New York City energy going on. And once again, Ari has to be a wet goddamn blanket and just ruin it. And she's like, yeah, but let's talk about how you don't have a job. And it's like, bitch, you don't have a fucking job either. All right?
I know, dude.
So shut up. And who's paying for these fucking drinks in your dinner? Oh, that's right, your parents. And she's, again, you know, she loves to bring up all the things that her parents done. And good. I'm glad that you do, but you're not truly grateful for it. You're now realizing at 30 years old what it means to be an adult and have to have adult problems such as paying bills.
Yeah, but she said, like, even like the part where she was like, the whole situation is riding on her. I was like, not really, sis. Not really.
Listen, Bingham will find
Weinstein and Positive Gangster. They got to worry about that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not on you. I mean, your parents have given you a year lead time. Okay, you have a fucking apartment for a year that you're not even in Princeton. Like that, it's a 2-bedroom. And she's like, well, my mom insisted on having a 2-bedroom. It's like, good. Then your mom can insist on paying for the fucking lease for a year. Great. But after a year, yeah, you got to get your shit together. And that means you too, Ari. You know, it's like she's putting all this stuff on Binyam, and it's like, listen, he'll go karate kick some fucking things and he'll get paid. I mean, he can dance. He's the guy's got talent, you know, he can
make it happen.
He can do shit. It's, you know, he can model. I mean, I'm sure. I don't know. I mean, it's like the dude can fucking be a backup dancer. He's in New York City. He was
street dancing in Ethiopia. You think he ain't about to cook in fucking New York City?
Exactly.
Benny about to clean up out there, right?
Exactly. Yeah, he's gonna be like he could be a subway dancer and just make bank. And she's gonna be like, what do I do?
And part of it, what I think is, I think Ariela realized that, and she's like, oh shit, he might be on to something. I ain't trying to do nothing. Let me dash all of his dreams. MMA fighter? No, they don't make no money. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And then she gets on her horse like right at the end of the segment where she's like, I'm the one who made all this possible for you. I brought you here. I have to carry this whole family.
Mm-hmm. Which is not true. She's not doing any.
But that's what she said.
Delusion.
Those were the words that came out of her mouth.
Yeah, she's delusional. She's delusional.
Yeah,
she thinks that she thinks she's carrying this family. No, your mom and dad are. Shut the fuck up. Go have a cry and get your fucking nanny that I'm sure you're gonna get. What is she gonna have to worry about? She had a fucking nanny in Ethiopia. Okay, she wasn't working in Ethiopia. She could have stayed with the baby, but no, she needed help. Okay, whatever. You know what? Fine.
Yeah, you're right. She was not working there.
Yeah. What help do you fucking need?
You think she was working in Ethiopia?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I didn't even have to ask. I didn't know, but I didn't have to ask the question. Like she definitely wasn't working.
No.
Yeah.
No, that woman has the only job I've ever heard her reference is her quote freelance writing, which is just another fucking joke. Because she's not. Name one thing you've gotten paid for, Ari. Probably nothing. So, cool. You like to write in your journal about your little fucking expeditions, and who you're fucking dicking down in different countries. But you're not getting paid for it. So
yeah, her
whatever.
parents paid for her to travel pretty much her whole adult life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and then they bought her an Ethiopian husband.
Yeah. Again, if you are somebody who is in that, if your parents say, hey, go fucking travel around, we'll pay for it. Fucking hell yeah, take it. Good for you. But to turn around and then lecture somebody about their financials.
Yeah. If you get to live like that, nobody's mad at you, but just appreciate that somebody had to grind for that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Somebody
and say
had to grind for it.
And if you are somebody that has had that privilege, excuse yourself out of any fucking conversation about money, okay? Because no one wants to hear it from you. No one, not a fucking person. No one is going. Like if I would dare somebody to talk to me about money that has never had to pay for anything in their life, it would not end well. I would become John. They would get a John treatment. But so anyway, so that's it. She's just like a real fucking privileged brat, just showing him all the things that he's like, listen, I want to live in New York City. And she's like, you don't have a job. And again, just let the man have his dream. And you know what? Benny, I will guarantee will make it fucking happen. If he wants to live in New York City, they're going to live in New York City.
Yeah.
I guarantee that.
And
it's not because of her.
And I've told Mig this has come up like from time to time, like since we started doing this, Mig. Nobody wants to be the most fucked up person in a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So in a situation like that, you see, anytime he lights a fire, you know what I mean, under his ass, like Aria come and blow that motherfucker out. Like, nope, you ain't doing that. There's no way you can do that.
She doesn't want him to be successful. Mm-mm. She does not. She doesn't. Because she knows that he will be successful and that will leave her behind because she has nothing to fucking
because
offer.
The power right now is that I brought you here and I have to carry this whole family. That's the crown that she wears right now. And the second that Benny gets out there and starts killing it, because I do think he will.
Oh, I 100%
that man has a lot of stuff going for him. He has the ability and the drive to want to MMA fight. There's paper in there somewhere. He can dance. You know what I mean? He's a live performer. Like he is in the place to eat as a live performer.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? There is no way he's not going to be okay. And I think Ari knows that.
Yeah. He could walk out of that restaurant and go to any club and just do some fucking breakdancing, and they'd be like, "Oh yeah."
And on top of all of this,
you can do that in the corner.
He's a good-looking dude.
You want to be a barker for the club? Yeah, do some windmills. It's $20. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I agree. She has nothing to offer. What does she have to offer? Nothing.
Just
nothing.
Rich parents.
Yep.
Just rich parents and whining and oh, I'm so stressed out. About what, bitch? For what? Your parents have paid for literally everything.
Yeah, she got duck lips too, didn't she? Didn't she get the duck lip surgery?
She did.
Yeah.
She's got everything. She's got everything. She's got her parents flew her back and forth from there to here to fucking her parents went out. I mean, it's like every little thing that she has ever wanted or needed, she has gotten her way. And again, good for you, Ari, but shut the fuck up and don't piss on someone else's parade, because you have invested nothing in yourself other than being a rich kid that travels around. Yeah. Sorry.
There it is.
Told you I was on fire today.
Yep. Yeah. She came here ready to rumble today. She got her fist taped up.
I do. I got my Vaseline on my face. I'm ready.
Yep. She ain't playing.
All right.
But yeah, dude, I mean, after this, that was pretty much it, right?
That was it. Yeah.
Oh, one thing I did want to mention, like how she escalated things. How he was like, oh yeah, listen, like, let's not stress over this. Let's just enjoy the night. And then she was like, don't fucking tell me to calm down. And it's like, dude, it's nothing. Like, this is nothing. Stop making it something.
You know what? When somebody
let the man enjoy his first night in New York.
Yeah, when somebody says that I hate being told to calm down, is because they know they're extra.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They know. Like, don't remind me that I'm extra, please. You know what I mean? I think I'm fucking normal. I'm not normal. Don't remind me that I'm not normal.
I mean, to be fair, I don't like being told that either, but I know I'm a fucking idiot.
Right. Hey, you calm down, Riri. Calm down.
Calm down. Please.
See me flip everything over.
Yeah,
I mean, I know I'm a maniac, so it's like, all right, I get it.
Riri's about to be like, no date night for you two, right?
Yeah. Because I don't feel like it. Yeah, just don't feel like it. Ugh.
Exactly. I think we both just made the same sound.
Yo, fuck this episode, man.
Yeah. I know. Let's take a quick break to talk about our sponsors. Support for I Want My Podcast is brought to you by Manscaped, who is the best in below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision engineering tools for your family jewels. Manscaped recently launched the ultimate hygiene bundle for the man in your life, the Performance Package. Help him join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer for you. 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code IWMP20 at manscaped.com. And if my math is correct, that's about 8 million clean shaved balls. Speaking of clean shaved balls, let me tell you guys, I don't have balls. I have balls, but they're not traditional balls. As you might think. But there's nothing worse than, when you're getting intimate with somebody and their balls just stink. And a lot of times that is due to people not being well groomed down there. And there was a time in the not too distant past that I was with somebody and, we were getting down to business and let's just say that my head was in that nether region and I actually had to stop. And I was like, listen, this isn't going to work. And he was like, what? And I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm a grown adult and you need to fucking take care of yourself. So yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. Not for me, but for him. But if he had been smart, he would have trimmed up and manscaped down there. So with the Performance Package 4.0 by Manscaped, it has arrived, and obsessed is an understatement. In this package, you'll find their lawnmower trimmer, the weed whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, the crop preserver ball deodorant, which again, this man could have definitely used, the crop reviver toner, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold his goodies, or yours if you steal it. It's time to take care of the men you love. So go to manscaped.com and get that 20% off and free shipping code with IWMP20. And get 20% off and free shipping with the IWMP20 code at manscaped.com. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com and use code IWMP20. Unlock his confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. And now let's get back to the podcast.
We got Jibri and Miona, and I got to tell you right now, Miona is not a happy camper. Jibri is out doing his music, and she's staying at home, which, you know, it's boring. What's she gonna? She doesn't know anybody, and obviously Mahala and her don't really get along. So this is gonna be a boring day for Miona. And then we see Mahala walk in the room, and she's like, "So this place is fucking filthy, right? You see that, right?" And Miona's like, "Yeah, I try to clean it up, but your son is kind of a messy person, so here we are." Mahala's like, interesting. So how are you adapting to rapids? And she's like, I'm not at all. She's like, oh, all right. Well, you know, I'm just trying really hard to make you feel at home. And right after she said that, it cut to the next scene, which is them in the laundry room. And she's like, yeah, you're going to learn how to do laundry.
No, I think that was actually Mahala, Meg. I don't think that was editing. You know what I mean? Because she was like, it was like, I don't know. I think it was a continuous shot. She was pretty much like, yeah, I know moving can be stressful. All right, anyway, you want to do something fun? Come on, let me show you how to use this washer and dryer real quick.
Yeah, so hey, you know, you've been here for 2 full days. You already learned the kitchen. Now it's time to learn the washer and dryer.
Come on, Cinderella.
Yep.
So I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now, Mahala?
I know.
And she is being the worst kind of person right now because she's being passive aggressive, and she's trying to, like Bilal, trying to use his religion, try to hide behind his religion. She's trying to hide it behind the fact that she's a therapist.
100%.
Yep. She's basically using that as an excuse to act like a jerk. She's like, oh, so what do you got there? She's like, oh, this is a top. She's like, ooh, that's a top? Ugh, that's
like, is that for your hair? No, it's for these titties.
Yeah, right? That's what these titties do, bitch. Read about it.
And Mahala just wasn't having it. She's like, no, I don't think you should wear anything like that. Something so provocative, you know. And how do I say this? It's just not the look for around here.
Yeah, women don't dress like strumpets in South Dakota. Okay, we don't do strumpet here.
But that's when Miona hit her back with, well, maybe we don't want to live here. You know?
Yeah, good for her for saying it.
Like, I'm not trying to stay here, so don't worry about it. Like, I'll wear whatever I want to wear. I'll dress however I want to dress.
It's like, listen, Mahala, I don't want to fuck your man. All right.
I think that's what it was.
I think it is 100%.
What?
She's basically trying to be like, hey, can you not dress like that? Because Brian is a bit of a sex addict. Or, you know, something
this
weird.
This nigga like, creep. I'm trying to save you, boo boo. Okay, this is for your safety. Cover up.
No, I don't think it's about her safety. I think she's just like, I see that my husband is looking at you like you a snack, because you know she is.
It could be that.
Oh, I think that 100%. That is all coming from a place of insecurity.
And this is the best way. This is when I was like, okay, so you're using your therapist bullshit to hide behind the fact you're being an asshole right now. She goes, Miona, you're a very smart girl. You're very intelligent, and I'm afraid that people may not look at that, your intelligence, because they're so busy staring at your cheetah print top.
No,
you know
see,
I mean?
like, no, Mahala was just trying to exercise the strumpet demons. That's what was happening.
Let me fucking tell you something. When she said that, I was like, oh my God, talk about a fucking diminishing, inappropriate, and completely ridiculous thing to say to her. I mean, telling her, oh, I'm afraid men won't think you're intelligent. No, that's not what that is. And fuck you for saying that. That is, and again, like you said, Miguel, she's a therapist, okay? That is not the correct mindset of a therapist. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's how they do therapy in fucking Grand Rapids. Maybe they need better ones. But a therapist should not. I mean, why would you ever tell somebody? Well, that is the equivalent of saying, "Well, you're asking for it." I mean, she might as well have said that.
I don't know though. Like, look, all right, look. As mad as y'all want to get at Mahala, okay. And I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Oh no, EJ.
Look,
you're about to get canceled.
No, look. Mahala she even said, look, that's fine to wear when you go out and do, when you and Jabri are doing you and Jabri shit. Okay. But in this house with my husband, I'm going to need you to cover the booty meat and the nipples. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that's too much to ask of somebody in your fucking house. I don't want to see that.
I see that point, EJ. I really do. But again, it's the fact that she's taking it personal and she's like, you're disrespecting me in my house. It's like, no, she's just wearing a top because that's how she likes to dress.
But look, stop her when she start lying. Is it not her fucking house?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but is she also not an adult? And now she's like, well, now there's a dress code in the house. Come on.
Yeah, dude. Like, she's making her work, and now she's telling her how to dress.
Look, let me explain something, okay? Like, I'm not saying Mahala is right in her approach. But for her to have boundaries about how she wants people to move in her house, I got no problem with that. Like, you can fucking leave. Y'all grown. This is my house. Okay, that's my husband. I don't want any of your goodies showing around him. And that is my place to say that. So, I mean, I'm not saying she's right, but I'm saying she does have reason to say the shit she say. Because think about it like this, okay? See, y'all don't got kids, but say for instance you had you were older, okay, and you had a kid old enough to have a fiance.
Okay,
Riri.
So basically,
I'm talking to Riri. I need a mom for this one. Sorry,
one of your kids.
Yeah, one of my kids, right?
Fucking Marie.
No, but like, so say for instance, your kid wanted to move their fiance into your house where you live now. Okay. Right? And she is, and you're in there, like you and Robbie live there.
Yeah.
And she is in here dressing like a hoe.
Okay.
You wouldn't care?
No.
I don't know. I wouldn't like, yo, I don't want to see that shit in here, man. Seriously, I really don't.
Because here's the thing. I know. Listen, you can dress like a hoe. You can dress, or however I don't like to use that word, but I mean, you can dress.
It just rolls off the tongue.
It doesn't with me. It sounds bad. So, you can dress however the fuck you want. Like, here's the thing. If I think that somebody walking around with their titties out or whatever, I mean, maybe not with their titties out, but she's wearing a shirt like Miona has. If I'm sitting here going, I don't want to wear that around Robbie because Robbie might get interested in this. That's a problem between me and. But hold on, that's a problem I have with my relationship with Robbie. Okay,
Fact.
It has nothing to do with that girl. Like, there's plenty of people that dress like shit that I don't like. That I'm like, oh, why would you wear that? But they're also like, why would you wear this? I mean, whatever. But listen, it's not my place to tell somebody how to fucking. She's not being lewd. She's not like walking around in lingerie. She's just wearing a fucking crop top. It's like, okay, so what? So her fucking belly's showing. So a little bit of her titties are out. Big deal. So what? If you have she's fucking 22.
All right, look, that's Mahala house, dude. That's all I'm saying. Okay, if she don't want titty meat,
Mahala needs to clean up her house with Brian. She's got a problem with Brian.
Probably. Look, if Mahala don't want titty meats in her house, then I mean, you can't get mad at her. It's her fucking house. Get the titty meats out the house.
No, I can get mad at her because I think she's being an asshole about it. But
I think she, I think she is too. She's being a bitch because she don't believe in her. Because what's happening? Here's what I thought when I saw. She knows, okay, that Jabri ain't about to do a goddamn thing for herself. Okay, she knows that because she's done everything for this boy his whole life. So now what's happening is like, look here, I know what this looked like, but if you fixing to marry my son, let me tell you, he ain't about to do a goddamn thing. So in order for both of y'all to survive, you're gonna have to know how to do everything. This is how you cook, okay? You failed that lesson, but let's move on to laundry. Let's see if you get that right, because he don't do that shit either.
But again, this comes down to that's all Mahala's problem because Mahala has never made him do this shit. Okay, it is not. You cannot now turn around and say you need to do this because I did it all this time. That's your fucking problem.
But see, this is the difference, though. No, this is wife boot camp, Riri. This is boot camp. Like this.
No. And if you have to put somebody through fucking boot camp because you didn't know how to fucking raise your son right, then you've got a fucking problem, okay? Bottom line, end of story. Get out of my face with your boot camp bullshit. Like, yeah, you know what? Because now the expectation is, well, I'm the wife. Once again, we're going to go back to this other garbage. But, I have to take care of him? Is he not an adult? And you know what? Let the kid figure out how to fucking cook it, whatever the fuck he needs to cook it. And fine, if he starves to death, then maybe. But that's not going to happen. He'll figure out how to do a fucking laundry. He'll figure out how to start a lawnmower. And that's it. He's an adult. But Mahala created this problem. And now Mahala's realizing, I kind of fucked up and I didn't do the things I should have done and made him an adult. Now it's her problem. And she's got to do it because she doesn't want to look at it and say, I fucked up.
Yeah.
Dude, Mahala's
end of rant.
Dude.
She's fucking up.
She's fucking up. Like, I see what you're saying. It's her house, her rules. But I feel like you should be a little more lenient on that, especially when you have guests from other countries.
Exactly.
She's fucking up a lot.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? What, they don't fucking wear T-shirts in Romania? Pajama pants? Any of that? You at home. Just dress at home. Put some fuzzy socks on to stop being a hoe. Like, that's what she's thinking.
I walk around naked. I walk around naked in my house. You know, so okay.
But you live with
I'm
cats.
at home.
You have cats. Cats don't care.
I have cats and dogs.
Oh yeah, and dogs.
And I have windows.
And I have windows.
I see my neighbor. I'm like, hey, what's up? No, I'm just kidding. But would I want to see somebody walking around naked in my house? No, but would somebody do that? Probably not. She's dressed the way she dresses, and she's like, "Well, I saw your clothes on Instagram," and it's like, "Shut the fuck up, Mahala. Just let the woman just fucking dress the way." I cannot believe she's making me goddamn defend Miona. All right,
all right, Riri, I'm gonna stop antagonizing. I'm gonna stop. I was like, look, I'm going to defend this Mahala shit just to see how far. And Riri would not stop punching. It was so good.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I fucking worked up today.
Oh, I love it. Fucking love it.
It's not even over yet, all right? Because then Jabri is like, hey, listen, Mom, sit down. I need to talk to you. She's like, what is it? She's like, I'm pissed off right now because you are just being a complete trash human being right now. And I don't like it. You know, you're disrespecting her. You're telling him what to wear, what not to wear. And then the way that Miona, because they do a little flashback, the way that Miona explained to Jabri how his mom approached her, it was like basically what we said earlier. It's like, I think she's like trying to like protect Brian or something, like, you know, like this is for Brian more than it is for her. She's like, can you just not walk around? I don't want to catch my husband checking you out because then that's going to hit my insecurities. You know how long it took me to get with Brian? Like, I'm not about to lose him because you refuse to put on a sweater and a turtleneck.
He's a good goddamn accountant.
So she's like, listen, don't be like that. It's just, you know, I'm just trying to help you. And then she starts doing that whole therapy thing, and he catches it on. He's like, Mom, stop doing that.
Therapy kung fu. That's what he called it.
Therapy kung fu. Yeah. And then he's like, yeah, my mom knows all the moves. I was like, yeah, probably. And she's using them pretty shitty. Like,
yeah,
you know,
your mom's a bad therapist.
No, dude. Yeah, that's what Jenna said to me. She's like, I can imagine her being a good therapist.
Same thing, and I was on her side from the jump. Now,
nope. And he basically, the whole conversation ends with him saying, "Listen, I gotta live my life. You know how I live it. I live a fast lifestyle." And she's like, "Well, if you want to live your fast lifestyle, then you're gonna need a woman that has your back." And so far, I don't really see that in her. So just be sure that you. What's up?
I don't know. I was about to say she did get a W on Jabri in there. You saw him concede victory to her in that role. Because right there, because he was like, you know what I mean? He was like, look, I'm being slow on this process. And then Mama reminds him, he's like, look, 90 days ain't slow, baby boy. And he's like, oh shit, she's right. Well, I live a fast lifestyle. And you know this about me. I do what I want. Why can't you just love me anyway?
I feel like the theme for the Fast and the Furious should play that right there when he goes like, I live a fast lifestyle. What?
And he should like walk out of the camera with like an exploding car behind him or some shit.
Just something goofy.
Yeah.
But again, Mahala's just trying to tell him, like, listen, I want her to do things that you normally don't do. But Marie, again, you're right. This is something that she should have taught him earlier, not now, that he has 90 days to get married to this woman.
And stop Serbia. It with the fucking putting, your partner needs to take care of this person. That is not the point of a partner, okay? There's some other life advice from Riri. All right? If you have a partner and you're expecting them to be able to you should always support each other. I fully believe that. But I'll tell you something. I don't fucking look at Robbie like, oh, you have to take care of me. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, and he certainly doesn't look at me for that. I mean, that's not what a partnership is. That's wanting to have a mom or a dad. And if you're an adult, act like one. Stop with these baby games.
Message.
Give Marie her horn.
All right,
I'm gonna stop talking today because I'm just getting fucking fired up.
This is so dope. This is like the final thoughts on Jerry Springer. Like let's end that segment right there. Who's next?
Who the fuck is next?
Yeah. Who am I destroying next?
I know. I'm so angry. This is why I go to therapy, guys.
Oh god,
I get it. No, we're all doing it.
Man, I have a lot of fucking anger. It's just boiling up. Yeah. So who we got next?
So here's just one more thing. One more thing that I want to point out, and this is the sentence that really pissed me off, and I know Jabri was also very pissed off, is that Mahala closes out her segment by saying, you know what, I just don't want her to think that because she's a pretty woman, she can like show her breasts and people will do things for her.
Yeah, well, guess what? They will, and good for her. Show them what them titties do.
With your hating ass. Okay, Mahala, you a hater.
Yeah.
All right,
you're a hater, Mahala.
Mahala. Okay.
Sorry your fucking titties dropped, but hers haven't. So.
What your titties do, my hater? Right?
What them titties do down there.
Yeah. Sorry you're fucking kicking them with your fucking Birkenstocks, all right?
Okay. All right. That was good.
Don't get mad at the perky titties. I'm gonna show my tits if it gets me out of something. Fuck yeah.
Oh, you see?
Yeah, I would too.
Of course. Yeah. What else are they good for? I don't have kids. I don't fucking breastfeed. I got a nice pair of titties. I'm gonna show them off.
Yeah, I think that's what happened when Miona was following her to the washing machine. She had that thing on and she didn't even have to wear a bra. You seen it?
Yeah.
They just stay where she left them. Like she puts them right there. She takes her hands away. They stay right there. Right?
Good for her. Again.
Like a German shepherd. Like yes,
she's like
right here.
She's like, what? I don't even wear bras. What are bras? I mean, fucking good for you, girl. I'm like, yes. All right. You know what? Because once you hit a certain age, that shit goes away. But you know what? Again, it's about if that's how she wants to fucking live her life, if she wants to show them what them titties do, let her do it. Yeah. So what? Fucking, it's not your life. You cannot police how people behave.
But it is her house, Riri.
Oh,
good. I hope that Brian fucking follows her around, and I hope I hope there's all sorts of mess with that. I hope she bangs Brian right in front of him.
Do you think Brian was probably like she caught Brian like jerking off to her Instagram or something, and she's like, you gonna have to put some clothes on, girl.
Yeah.
I mean,
see Brian start being nice to her in the next coming episodes. He just shows up with like a random bowl of like strawberries.
Hey, Miona, you want to go get some ice cream? Right?
Yeah. I mean, it's like, all right, well, you'd have to be fucking dead. I mean, to say like, oh no, like, Brian's not gonna be like, oh no, I don't think she's attractive at all. It's like, dude, you're lying. Okay. She's a fucking attractive woman. I mean, she's got a lot of work done and stuff, but for all intents and purposes, she's an attractive woman. You can't deny that. And Mahala is trying to fucking deny that. And she's like, Listen, I don't want to fucking dress like a fucking crunchy old hippie. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah. But that's it. We're going to close this.
Free the titties.
Read the titties. So yeah, that's it. Let's move on with the next couple. Are you guys ready?
Let's go.
All right, we're gonna go with Eve and Mohamed.
All right. So we catch up with Mohamed, and he's watching his stepson play video games, right? And there's a ring at the doorbell. He don't get up to answer it, so Eve go to answer the doorbell. Who's at the door, you ask?
Who?
Max the plumber is at the door, right?
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah.
To install the bidet that Mohamed could not install.
Yeah, you know what he's gonna do.
Mm-hmm. And Max, he goes in and he gets to work, and Mohamed comes in and sees Max. He's like, what is going on here? He's installing the bidet, huh?
Let me give it one shot because I've been practicing.
Ooh, okay.
What is going on here?
He does.
Thank
yeah.
you.
All right.
Egyptian
Thank you for allowing me that. Yeah.
Of course, man. Of course. He said he's mad that he wasn't made aware of Max's arrival. Like, nigga, the doorbell ring. You didn't hear it? You could have went to the door just like I did. Theron ain't let him in. He was doing stuff. Right?
Yeah, he's busy playing video games.
Yeah.
Hey, he's playing Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah, he was doing the whipping nay. He ain't got time for this shit. Oh God. And apparently we found out that Eve can't be alone in any room with another man. This is a problem to him. But you know what else is going to be a big problem to him?
What?
Or was a big problem to him? Installing the goddamn bidet. Somebody had to do it, right? Because he can't live without one. He said that.
Right.
Yeah. So you're going to have to call in the professionals. That's what she did. You know, if he had just figured the damn thing out, we wouldn't even know who the fuck Max was.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just here for a fucking toilet. Like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah, and then she's like, well, where the fuck am I supposed to go when they're in here? It's like, well, you can't be in here. It's like, I got to go outside. It's like, yeah, you got to go outside. And I was thinking, at first, I was thinking like outside, like in, like say for instance, out of the house,
like in the hallway.
That's what I thought he meant. No, I thought he meant outside, like in the backyard or something.
Yeah, I was like, that's a little rough. Like, look, I guess I try to look at like the reasoning behind what they do in like Muslim cultures and things like that, and I think that what is happening there, because well, let me explain it like this. Here's Mohamed's explanation of what's happening, and I just wanted to I want y'all thoughts on it because I think it kind of does make sense. Listen.
So Muslim world, a woman can't be with a stranger by herself because you don't know this stranger if he's a good guy or not.
As elementary as that was, it does make sense. Like you as a husband always want to be like, regardless of what you may feel like, and this is not saying that equality isn't a thing, but you always as a husband want to be the protector of the person you love.
And that's all grand. And yes, I agree with it. And yes, it's what it is in the Muslim religion. That's what he practices. But you're not in Egypt anymore, and you are here. And we just like when like people from like the States go on to other countries and they go to live there, like a 90-day fiance the other way, you have to adapt. Okay, you're not in your country anymore. This is a different country, different culture, different rules, different everything. So absolutely, you have to try to adapt.
Because Eve did remind him. She did. She said to him, "This is America." That's what she said to him.
She sure did. She dropped it on him.
Yeah, she let him know.
She was like, listen, I'm going to just play a little Childish Gambino and you're going to shut the fuck up. And this guy's going to fucking install this goddamn toilet. All right. Yeah. Again, like you said, we're not in Egypt. You want to talk about rules. That is her goddamn house. And if she wants to have a fucking plumber come in and put a bidet in, she absolutely can. And regarding this whole, cultural religious thing, once again, I'm going to bring it back that is the mindset of you're a woman, you don't know better. You don't know how to make decisions for yourself. You don't know how to protect yourself. You need a man to do these things.
Or
that is garbage.
Riri. Or it could just be like, and look, I'm just saying, like, or it could be, all right, it's like, all right, I don't know who this dude is, okay? I don't know this nigga, okay? And I love this woman. I'm going to protect her. He might be crazy. He might be up to some shit. I don't want to sit here.
No, that's not what that. No. Because they also say in certain countries, depending on how strict they are with it, because there are fucking laws against it, they can't be unaccompanied ever without a man. So that means that no woman can make a decision as to where she can be in public at any point in time without a man being present. Fuck that. No.
Oh yeah, that's a little bit crazy. Like I didn't say I agree. No. I agree with all of them, but I think, and I'm not even saying.
I think it's.
Okay, go ahead.
I think it's garbage. I think that we're now in the fucking 2022. We do not live in this bullshit, theocracy, whatever the fuck he's trying to tell her that she lives in. She's not Islamic and she's not going to convert. So he needs to shut up with his fucking rules because they don't apply. And I get it. It's not something he's used to, but like you said, you here now.
Yep.
That's it.
This is America.
Thank you.
That's right.
Thank you, Donald. Glover, not Trump.
I'll be honest with you, dude. I never thought we would play a clip like that.
Like
you
what?
Know? Like the one you just played. Like This Is America. Like I don't think I ever thought that we would play it for somebody that came from another country. Because like every time you say something like that, you just know it comes from somebody who's a character.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think I'm just getting real worked up because there's a lot of things going on in the world, in this country right now with a lot of bullshit, and there's especially things going on with the women's rights and individuals' rights that are just getting fucking taken away, and not trying to make this a political show, but yeah, when I am very angry when I hear shit like this, and it's just like, you know what? We need you to shut the fuck up. Men, you need to shut the fuck up. Like, stop telling us what we need to do, how do we need to act, how we have to dress, what babies we can have or not have. Shut the fuck up. Let people live their goddamn lives. End rant again.
Yeah, I mean, it all goes back. Like, look, I'm telling you, even back in medieval times, like, dudes, we wrote all the laws. Like, hey, we're not gonna be the most fucked up person in a relationship, so they're just gonna have to follow us blindly for the rest of our days. Like, it's a very archaic way of thinking. I do agree with that. But however, and this is not me defending it at all. I would feel some kind of way, like as one who would just give myself the job of protector. Not saying I even need to.
I know what you mean, and I'm not attacking you. I get and appreciate the fact that those are, because like, listen, I want to protect my partner too. I want to you have that instinct to protect the person you love, of course. But there's a difference between wanting to protect out of love and wanting to, quote, protect out of inferiority. And that's the difference. That is what that is. That is like, well, you're not a man, so you couldn't possibly do that. That's different. And that's the problem I have.
Like, look, if he came over, like, look, if he would have come over and I wasn't here, call me, we'll get it figured out. We'll reschedule that visit or something. Right?
Yeah. Or just like, how about you handle it? I mean, it's whatever. It's just, it's not coming from a place of, and the guy's like, I'm just trying to install the fucking bidet. Yeah. He's like, I'm not trying to make a pass.
He say nothing after all of that shit came out. Like, he was like, hey, what's up, sir? He was like, hello, I am great. Right? And he was like, as soon as he seen it was some bullshit happen, he put his head right in that toilet and stayed there. Right?
Oh, dude, you
seen him? They cut to him wiping sweat off his brows. Like, ooh wee, what the fuck is going on in here?
I paint, I paint houses, so I have to go in like.
Oh, I bet you see some shit.
Right, so I have witnessed some like horrific arguments, and I put on my headphones, right, and then I listen.
Yes, and I pretend that I'm listening to music. Of course, yeah.
People walk in and they're like, "Hey, excuse me," and I'm just like, "Oh yeah, oh, sorry, I didn't see you there." But in reality, I'm like, "Oh, dude, I'm so sorry."
Yeah, I heard you the first 3 times you called me. What you want?
Miguel, you can even play the the English is bad. It's like you could get away with that.
Bad here. The reception for my English is really bad.
Yeah, you can just go full no say.
But dude, no, I've seen some shit, some really nasty fights, and then you also see some other shit. And you're like, whoa, this is stressful.
Well,
but I totally understood that plumber. Fucking Mac.
It was
I hear you.
He's like, I'm in a tight space. I'm in a toilet, and I've got these 2 people cramping. First of all, when you have a plumber or somebody in your house doing work, who stands right fucking next to them and watches? Like, that's so weird.
Oh, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I had people stay in the same room.
Oh God.
And they're just watching me work, and I'm like, cool.
No. Yeah. I mean, I'll check in and I'll be like, hey, like, everything good? Like, you need anything? And they're like, nope, goodbye. Okay, bye. Like, when the dudes came over to finish the flooring in my house last weekend? Yeah, finally. They were here for like 6 hours. I was like,
look, let me explain something. If you were engaged to Mohamed, this would have been a totally different day for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I was on my couch in my fucking, I was not wearing a bra because I was like, I'm in my goddamn house and I'm not wearing a bra.
See?
So, yeah, there's that. And I was watching the Golden Girls like for fucking 5 hours. And I was like, I'm probably driving them insane with this theme song keep going through. Yeah. I don't care. Whatever. I mean, but yeah.
Hey, Golden Girls had one of the dopest theme songs. Let's be for real.
Dude, that show is so good. Yeah. So good. But anyway, it's like, Robbie wasn't like, what do you mean they were in your house unaccompanied? Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Yeah, like,
the other thing.
What are you gonna do?
What do you want? What are you gonna make them pizza?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, look, I date you because I can beat you up. Okay.
He knows that.
Now come here as you pull him by the ear. Come here.
Get over here. Make me that goddamn pizza.
Shout out to Robbie.
He's a great dude.
Yeah.
What's up with my bullshit?
So here's the other thing that I also wanted to point out, and this is something that was brought to my attention by Ty. Ty liked this. He's following him on Instagram.
Shout out to Ty.
Hell yeah.
He said, yes, he wants to follow all of this. And Zia did the same thing, where they want to follow certain things from their religion. But the whole, like,
having sex
before marriage, or like, like things like that. He's not saying anything about that.
No,
like that. How is that okay? But then something else is not okay. It's because just, again, it's people hiding behind the religion thing.
Exactly.
Just don't. Dude, come on.
It's good for me, but not for thee. That's what that's all about. Mm-hmm. That's how they roll. So yeah, it's, when you want to do something that you want to do, it doesn't apply, but you don't want somebody to do it. Oh, that's against our religion. Sorry, can't do it. Fuck that. No way. Big poo poo.
All right.
I'm going to be on a blacklist.
Yep. This is all of this hate is brought to you by Marie Forster. Oh no, I love it. Like this is what it's for. Like this was a very, very, this was divisive. A ride. This was a ride of an episode.
Yeah,
there was a lot going on.
It was a good episode.
Yeah.
It was.
I didn't like it. It was uncomfortable at times. I don't think I loved any of it, but it was uncomfortable. Now I had to sit here and talk to you about it. I was like, man, I don't want to talk about this shit. Like Bilal, like, I don't want to talk about this Bilal bullshit, man.
Yeah. And then you had to listen to me rant and rave.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get through this last fucking couple.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else is going on in Arizona, EJ, with the Even Mohamed? Is that it? Or
Even
New
Mohamed?
Mexico. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I think that
New Mexico. New Mexico. This is the last one. Yeah. We just finished Even Mohamed.
Yeah. Now we got.
Okay. Can I add one more thing to that?
Yeah.
This really pissed me off, and I know Marie, you're gonna be pissed about it too. Where she jokingly made a joke about, oh, maybe I'll keep a list, and he's like, oh, that's a good idea, my love. Keep a list. She's like, I was joking. He goes, oh no, that's okay. Maybe a list will work. I put everything down if that's what helps you. I'm like, dude, if I was her, I would have slapped him.
Yo, imagine if Mohamed was engaged to Ari.
Bro.
Like nothing would get done in that relationship. Nothing. Like they just die in bed waiting for breakfast. That's what would happen.
The woman, so you're supposed to make me eggs like my mom.
But my parents do it for me, so no, I carry this relationship. I brought you over here, okay? You should make the eggs. Like, and then they just both sit there and die of starvation because nobody wanted to get up and make eggs.
I think that would be the dream scenario, to have Mohammed's parents and what's his name, Ariela's parents in the same house, so that they can take care of both of them.
Yeah, these people need fucking babysitters. That's what they need. They don't need partners. They need goddamn babysitters.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. But I just want to
lobotomies. That's what they need.
Yeah. They need a Riri lesson. Send them over here. I'll get them fucking straightened out.
Give them an hour.
Yeah. Feel like, sit down. All of you assholes, sit down. We're going to talk about it. Yeah. Sorry.
No, and it'll be funny because their parents would pay for it too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then they could pay me to give them stupid fucking life advice.
No. All right. So that was even Mohamed, right? Are you guys ready to move on?
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Get off this train crash.
Yes.
All right, next up, ladies and okay, my bad.
No, you do it.
All right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have Cara and Guillermo.
Your mic is muted.
Mine?
Sorry. Yeah, Cara and Guillermo. They are doing the do. They're in Virginia, and they are going out to a brewery. I didn't catch the name of the brewery. I forgot, but they're going to go meet a couple of the friends. They're meeting Hillary and Cooper.
I hate the name Cooper.
The two whitest fucking names on the planet. This is the whitest couple, ladies and gentlemen, that we are being introduced to. But yeah, they're doing the white people activities. They're going to a brewery. They're meeting Hillary and Cooper, and they've got the Edison lights. And I'm sure they're going to talk about fucking mason jars and, Pinterest. That's Hillary and Cooper is like a Pinterest couple. Like they got together like on a Pinterest board. They're like, I like this, I like this, I like this. And they made them into a person.
Yeah, they're the stock photos in the Walmart photo frames.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, they're the family on the beach wearing all white with their fucking kids, in the beach grass.
Looking slightly to the left, right?
Yes. As a painter, I've seen that many times.
Oh yeah, family photo. Everybody put on your khakis and your white shirt, and we're gonna. God.
If somebody listens and has one right now, we're so sorry. We're not talking about it.
No,
we're not.
I am talking about you.
Get your life together, whoever it is.
No, I am 100% fucking talking to you.
Yeah, you are wrong.
Take it down and take down your live, laugh, love decals and stop saying it's wine o'clock.
Yeah, right? Or dance like nobody's watching. Stop it.
Yeah, knock it off. Everybody's watching. You look stupid. And we're all making fun of you.
Boo. Okay.
Now go cry in your crate and barrel fucking couch. No one cares. We had one family picture in my house, and it was a fucking it's hilarious. I wish I still had it. I think my mom has it. We got it taken at Sears, okay? And it was just a black background, and we just all looked raggedy and shitty. And I was like a baby, and my mom has me in sort of like a headlock. My brothers are just like looking around, like nobody. It was ridiculous. Those are the family photos you want. Who cares that you're on the goddamn beach? Anyway. All right.
Yeah, because you think about it, everybody's sitting there looking all calm and serene, and half of the people in that photo is assholes.
And the amount of money that you spend on these fucking pictures, it's obscene. Sorry. All right, I'm gonna get off of that. But anyway, so
shout out to cheap ass Riri cheap. Riri cheap.
You know what's the weirdest one I have seen is when I went into somebody's house, right? It was painted in the bathroom, and in the bathroom they had pictures of their kids. like their middle school picture where they're like, you know, like they have their arms folded and they're looking at the camera with an angle, and that those pictures that belong in like a living room are in the fucking bathroom. So all I can think is like the people using the bathroom.
It's weird.
And then your kid is just staring at you like.
Yeah, that would be a bathroom you can never jerk off in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's strange.
Yeah, that's weird.
Strange.
Fucking weird. Yeah, that's
the
weird.
weirdest thing I think I've seen.
That's
I mean,
weird.
I see some other shit, but like that one is the one that like shook me.
That's fucking bizarre. But yeah, so Hillary and Cooper, they're on their way. They're engaged, of course, and they're there. And she's like, Kara's like, listen, Guillermo, Hillary is probably going to interrogate you because that's apparently the only fucking people that she has in her life are people who interrogate this guy. I mean, again, can we just let Guillermo live his goddamn life?
No, I mean, she has a bunch of characters in her life, and characters is going to do character shit.
Characters are gonna character.
Characters gonna character.
She's out of control. So he's like, oh, cool. Yet another interrogation I have to sit through. Like, he's like, bitch, I fucking escaped Argentina, so I didn't have to do this. Why do I have to do this now? Like
Venezuela.
Oh, sorry. I always want to say Argentina, but Venezuela. Yeah, exactly. He's like, why? What the fuck? Like, can I not just date you? Is this not good enough? Like, ugh. Anyway, so she's on that bullshit. So she's like, and she's all excited. She's like, oh, my friend. So they show up and they're exactly who you think they are, whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm sure he likes, like, you know, indie folk music. But so they start talking and once again, you know, comes into, well, Guillermo, you know, do you think that you're ready for this? And they talk to him like he's a child, and he's like, yeah. What the fuck? And I'm glad he said it, because he did say, he's like, I've lived a pretty big life so far. You know, he's like, I've done a lot of things. He's like, yeah, I'm 23, but that doesn't mean, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. And he's like, yeah, so I'm good. He's like, I don't know why this has to keep coming up. And then she's like, oh, okay. Is there anything about Kara that you don't like, or have you had any big no, I think she asked about any big fights. Yeah. And again, not an appropriate question to ask somebody you just met. Like, I've never asked.
Kara is not stopping any of this.
None of it. None of it.
Like, what happened to making sure that someone you know who traveled countries to live with you and marry you is made to be comfortable, you know, and feel loved during this whole time? Like, basically in 3 months, she's going to get sick of Guillermo shitting on the floor and chewing up shoes, and she's going to take him to the pound, right?
Yeah.
That's
EJ,
pretty much what it comes down to.
EJ, imagine that I go to, you know, let's say that, you know, I go visit you in West Virginia, and I've never met Nikki before, and I sit down and you tell, oh, hey, we're going to get married. And I say, cool. So, Nikki, what's the worst fight you and EJ have ever gotten into? You would fucking throw me back to Texas.
I'll tell you. Fuck it, I'll tell you.
But it's just not. It's not an appropriate. Like, that's just a weird fucking thing to ask.
But see, here's the difference, though. Like, here's the difference with that situation. If you Riri, like, if you would have asked me that question, I just fucking tell you. But like, if I didn't know you, like, if you were just some random ass friend of hers I didn't know, it's like.
My point is that. I don't know.
That's her point.
Yeah. But I don't know your partner. I don't know her. And me turning around and saying, so tell me, what's the worst? I'm not asking you, because if I could ask you, I'm asking your girlfriend, and I'm saying, tell me. And you'd be like, what the fuck? Like, what? No.
No, Riri.
Yeah. No, you asked me that. Exactly. Yeah. So that's my point. It's just completely inappropriate line of questioning. So she's like, well, you know, well, one time I did throw his clothes. Oh, no, I think he says she threw my clothes out the window. And I was like, excuse me, what's this now? So we find out that, of course, old Kara was going through his phone, and she's like, he was talking to a Canadian. And I was like, what? Like, is that code for something? Yeah. It's like South Park, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, maybe it has some other meaning, like we do for character. Maybe it means something. What do you think Canadian means?
Yeah.
He's talking to a...
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I was just like, the way she said Canadian was like so full of contempt, and I was like, what's wrong with Canadians? But they're very nice people.
Yeah.
But Anyway, so she says, I was going through his phone, which I was like, oh, of course you were. Of course you did. Went through his phone and saw that, he had said, he had sent his picture of the moon and, he had sent it to Kara saying how he wanted her to be there with him to watch the moon. Well, lo and behold, he also sent that to the old Canadian. So Kara was a little pissed. So she said, that's what started it. And so she finished it with throwing his clothes out of the window. And Guillermo's like, yeah, okay. He goes, well, it wasn't exactly the same thing. I mean, Guillermo, we know that you did that. We know you just copy and pasted. Yeah. Fine. It happens. Sometimes you get your fucking lines crossed. I don't know. We've all been there. So she didn't like that. And then that's when the whole kind of conversation about the trust thing is coming up. And they're like, well, you go through his phone? And she's like, well, I did. And then he's like, well, I go through her phone. And I'm like, and then he just fucking goes and grabs her phone and he just starts, messing around. And he's like, well, if she reacts and takes the phone away, then I know there's something wrong. And I'm like, Guillermo, no. Like, there is
23. He's still trying to figure it out.
I know.
He's still trying to figure it out.
It's one of those things, and it's like, yeah, I wouldn't be cool with Robbie just picking up my phone and going through it because what the fuck? Like, that's just like, it's not. Weird. I don't have anything to hide, but it's just weird. I'd be like, why are you going through my phone? It's not that there's anything to hide.
It's just the act of like, why do you feel like you need to do that?
It's a lack of boundary. It's a lack of boundaries. Like, I respect people's privacy and their boundaries, and that is something that is, because who knows? Maybe there is something on there I don't want him to see. I don't know, but it's my decision to not fucking just hand over my phone like I'm a fucking prisoner and be like, oh yeah, here you go, warden. Like, no. And I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to him. I mean, it's just, again, they're young and he's whatever, but that didn't sit well.
It just invites a whole energy into y'all's relationship that don't need to be
exactly
there. You know what I'm saying? That energy don't need to be there.
No. And again, it's like, if you don't feel like you can trust somebody, then why can't you trust them? Figure that out. And do you want to stick around? It's a very simple solution. I mean, you can't sit there and say, well, because they did this before, and you have to make the decision. Okay, if they fucked up in the past and you decided to stay together, you cannot keep punishing somebody for what they did in the past. The past, that's how you move forward. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying that I agree or disagree or whatever, but that's the thing. If you're actively saying to somebody like, listen, I want to stay with you, I want to put this behind us, you have to put it behind you. You cannot keep bringing it up and rehashing it and acting on suspicion, because that's just not normal. And if you do that, that means you can't put it past you and you need to fucking go. That's
Message.
It. Message.
There we go. Yeah.
I mean, shit, I should have been a therapist. So anyway, so that's what's going on. So her friends are concerned, and then she did say, well, what's the thing that you don't like? Something that you don't like about Kara? And that's when Guillermo drops the whole, well, Kara likes to get pretty fucking sauced and blackout and doesn't know what happened the next day, and she does things that I don't particularly like or care for, and also doesn't give a shit about the fact that it makes me uncomfortable. And Kara and their little side thing, she's like, well, I just I don't want to leave a party. And I'm like, oh girl, no. I mean, listen, I was Kara, I get it. I'm like, I would get pretty fucking drunk and black out and wake up the next day, and the worst sentence you can ever hear from somebody say, do you remember when you did X, or do you remember when you said Y? And I'm like, no, I do not.
I'm glad I don't, because that would suck.
I do not, and I don't want to talk about it.
That would suck to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one of the biggest, honestly, that is one of the biggest reasons why I stopped drinking, was because I was getting those conversations a little too much for my liking. And people going, you don't remember that? No, I don't. And I really don't want to hear about it either.
And I also want you to not remember it.
Exactly. You clearly didn't drink enough. Because what I don't remember is great. So Yeah, so she's so there's some trouble in paradise there. So I think Kara likes to get fucked up because her friends are like, well, she likes to go and have cocktails. That's what we do. And again,
oh boy,
it's the culture. It's a very much this. It's listen, you want to go out, have some drinks, have a good time, cool. But like, there's definitely this culture that is like, especially with fucking white ladies, they love to go out and be like, oh my god, let's go to brunch and let's get fucked up and messy. And it's like,
I go to brunch.
Yeah, well, you're a white woman, Miguel.
Yeah, you are. You're a white woman.
I went to brunch yesterday with my dogs.
Listen, I fucking love a brunch. I just, but you know what I mean? It's like that whole that whole atmosphere of like, oh my god, girls' day, and just that's why I don't go to brunch, because I can't be around those people in public. Because I will not be allowed back. So yeah, she's a very predictable kind of lady here. So I think she's probably a closet alcoholic, and she's probably going to have some fucked up moments, and I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, they said he even said she said she apologizes but never fixes anything about herself.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Yeah, she's like, yeah, I know, but I'll never do anything about it. So, haha.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and even in the talking head, like Hillary and Cooper did, Cooper said not a goddamn thing the whole episode, and Hillary says this don't sound like a couple that secure with each other. I agree with her.
No, of course,
I agree with her.
They're not. They're gonna have some nasty fights. I'm predicting that 100%, especially if he's talking about Kara likes to get a little drunk.
Dude, I'm telling you, Kara is going to be walking. I'm serious. I'll give it 3 months. Kara's going to be walking Guillermo and Chicky Baby on a leash somewhere. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, she's going to get fucked up one night, and we're going to hear and see some things, and that's probably why she's going to get canceled.
Yeah. I think Bilal's kind of just lapping her right now.
Yeah.
He is. He's
pretty close.
He's way out in front right now.
Yeah, but she's a strong contender, so we'll see. So, so that's kind of what's going on with those two.
Yeah, but see, here's the difference, though. Like, we would have to dig for her dirt. Like, Bilal is putting his on that season.
I don't think we'd have to dig very, very far for her. I think Kara likes to think that she's,
like, pristine. I think this would be like a Alina sting. Where somebody goes and raids the Instagram. You know what I'm saying?
Murray's like, I'll find it.
I'm like, I'm on it. Don't worry about it. She probably has 4 DUIs.
Yeah, Marie Force, the private investigator, right?
Private investigator, personal therapist.
Her and Yolanda gonna do a buddy cop movie.
Oh my god,
that would be dope,
dude. That would make my life. Oh my god. Anyway, so that's those two clowns.
Hey, Yolanda, what the titty do? They pops up, right? Right?
They pops up. All right, are you guys ready to move on?
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it.
Right. All right, so let's move it on. We're gonna go with our next segment, the rate and review, and let's see what we got.
All right. Well, this week we have a review from SS Truth 77. And the review is a 4-star review, as in Forster, maybe. Huh?
Boom. Marie 4-star.
That's right.
She ain't perfect, but she dope.
Yeah. The review is titled Really Funny. And they say, I am not lying when I say I never leave reviews for podcasts, but had to for this one because they are very funny. Very is in all caps, guys.
Hell yeah.
To be honest, when I first listened to them, I was on the fence, but their chemistry, camaraderie, and humor makes the show very enjoyable to listen to.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you to SS Truth 77. Great review. We love to hear
goosebumps. Thank you.
Yeah. And this is another one of those things that I said before, dude. When you are able to make somebody feel something, somebody that doesn't comment or doesn't review, to go, hey, listen, I don't do this often, but you guys are kind of dope. That really motivates me.
SS Truth, you could have gave us the other damn star, though. You could have gave us the other one.
I'm kind of curious to what that star is.
No, dead ass. I really be honest on them. It is what it is. We've got 1 stars. We've gotten them all.
You know what it is? You know what it is? I think she probably lives in Connecticut. And she's like,
"Oh, Riri, this is your fault."
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, SS Truth. Oh, shoot. SS Truth. I did not. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you.
If you live in Connecticut, yeah.
Yeah. I accidentally just also gave us a 1-star review on Apple.
Fuck yeah, Marie.
Oh God.
Marie just gave us a 1-star.
Yeah, our ratings are dropping as we speak.
Yeah.
But I just added. Can you? Yeah, I just added
Marie,
5.
Like, you can't combine. You can't, like, just because you added 1-star doesn't mean it's gonna add to his 4 stars.
I know. I was trying to help. I was trying to help out SS Truth 77. So
yeah, Mary's like, here's a star you're missing.
Yeah.
Oh man, how do I? Oh God damn it! Sorry.
Oh, you guys, sis, do your thing. Like seriously, SS. What is it again?
SS Truth 77.
SS Truth 77. Thanks for that review, though. Like, that's realistically, that's one of the things we pride this podcast on is we're all friends. So I mean, this is us just hanging out and talking about a stupid ass show that we all happen to see. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it ends up being pretty fun. So thank you. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. I personally do. I don't know how these motherfuckers feel, but I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty damn cool myself.
Hell yeah.
All right, so that's it, right? That's the show. Oh, and I didn't even get to tell you guys, but this one was 90 Day Fiancé, season 9, episode 6. Have to turn this car around.
Hated it. We can move on. Hated it.
Yeah. Stupid.
All right. I didn't address it because the title sucked. I didn't even stop you. I was like, yo, I don't want to talk about it either, bro. It's cool. Right? All right. So you ready to rename it real quick? We're ready to jump off this cliff? Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. So, listen, like I say every week, thank y'all so much for listening for one more week. This is y'all's podcast. We do this for y'all and we appreciate you guys listening like you do. So until the next time you hear us recapping something, this has been 90 Day Fiancé, season 9, episode 6.
Shut up and eat your eggs.
Have a wonderful night.